missing the most that would benefit this card is Bestow. You could just like slap a billion other Aura guys on that guy and go to town because it's one mana.
Does Theros have Bestow?
Does it?
No. Sadly, that's the only Bestow bet. That's the only really important mechanic that they didn't bring back, I think, from Theros.
Sayang. I miss yung 5-color Chimera ba yun?
Yeah, chromatic.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I think we can go now to the next one. Archon of Falling Stars.
That is a ridiculous bomb. Oh, wait, no, that's not. That's the uncommon one.
It's decent for 6 casting cost. It wins games.
It returns from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's good.
Yeah.
By the way, you might run into a situation where you or your opponent has a hexproof creature. If he dies and he returns an aura to the battlefield,
Like
you can put it on the hexproof creature because that doesn't target.
Yeah, like Oblivion Ring that.
No, I'm Oblivion Ring would target.
What's they updated that, the newer version of that. Yeah, what's that? If it's aura, because it only targets when it's on the stack. So if it just enters the battlefield.
So this gets a pacifism. It could pacify a hexproof dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that's
decent.
That's something to remember. 6 to plus 4 flying.
Yeah, there's a bad pacifism in the set, right?
There's a bad pacifism in the set in the sense that you can remove the pacifism on its own on the pacifism's text. But there's a good pacifism because you can exile the creatures attached to. So I really don't know what direction they were heading towards that effect. The problem is because with sets like this where you have a mechanic that is sort of like cheating death, like Bestow or Escape. Pacifisms are unfair because it shuts down that mechanic. So a card is like expensive because it has the escape mechanic, but if you just pacify it, essentially you remove it from play and you turn off its ability to escape, so it's slightly overpowered. So I think they like to scale down pacifism effect.
These pacifism effects are strictly better in this set.
In this kind of set.
Alright.
Okay, moving on to Archon of Sun's Grace.
This is our first rare. Archon of Sun's Grace.
4 to cast, flying, lifelink.
Regardless of the other text, like forecasting cost 3 for a flyer lifelink is.
This is definitely a top 10 rare for me in the set.
Oh, for sure. What's Constellation?
For limited and constructed, or just in general?
Constructed, I don't really see a home for it. Basically, everything nowadays is slots into a home.
Yeah.
Start an archetype by yourself. Unless you're blue-green. In this case, the world is yours.
So whenever an enchantment comes into play,
let's just bring this closer.
Alright.
So 2/2. Yeah, basically it just hires dudes for free, gives them lifelink.
I guess it's pretty much like
Emeria
bomb for sure.
Emeria Angel on crack.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Well, Emeria Angel was easier to make the tokens, but this has better stats, lifelink, and it gives the tokens lifelink, and it gives you bigger tokens. So basically, whenever you play a third of your deck, it's probably a third of your deck's enchantments in this format.
Yeah, you get a 2/2.
You get a 2/2 lifelinker.
That's value.
That is disgusting.
Okay, let's go. Banishing Light, reprint.
Banishing Light.
That's the O-ring, right?
It's the O-ring.
Yeah, it's O-ring.
Right, so no need.
Is it? Yeah, it's an opponent controls until end of turn. I mean, until it leaves the battlefield. I have a comment on that later, but much later.
Alright, Birth of Meletis.
Banishing Light is so insanely good, by the way. It's an auto include no matter what if you're white.
Any O-ring is basically
universal removal.
Anyway. Dream drop, so we'll keep going. We're recording.
Search your library for a basic planes. So it's a ramp for white.
The Birth of Meletis is basically it's a bunch of effects, these uncommon sagas that are almost not quite worth a card. But if you add them, they're probably worth like 1.5 cards. So, like for example, searching your library for a planes card, but put it into your hand, 1:1, it's probably worth 0.7 or 0.8 of an actual card. Creating a 0/4 wall defender is probably 0.4 or 0.5 for an actual card, so 1.3. And 2 life is like the negligible because they realize that it's the 0/4 defender and the planes are like almost worth a card each. So just the icing of the 2 life. So it's value, it's pure value, but it's about 1.7 worth of a
Only
card.
if you're missing some playables, I guess.
Yeah, and not only that, this is like not very good in an aggressive deck. Basically, you don't want to go like 1 mana 1/2 guy that offensive stats or offensive ability. Then second turn this.
Yep.
It's like counter purposes. So it's not an auto include, but in seal, its draft is not an auto include. But I think sealed, it provides enough value that maybe 2 or 3 of these will tip a game in your favor.
It could be good in the right deck.
Certainly, in draft it's good, but not an auto include for aggressive strategies. Seal deck, I think it's good inclusion in all seal decks.
Yeah.
Just for the
But
fixing.
draft, it depends.
For the amalgam abilities it provides, the land fixing, the defender, and the 2 life.
Sounds fair.
So for draft, you just like there are some drafts that you might want.
Yeah, just some.
If you want games to go longer, I guess.
Is there a
Yes,
is there a card to go long by in this set?
I guess like there's 7 casting cost bombs in the set.
There are lots of bombs in the set, but the thing is, unlike Eldraine, which had the insane ginger brute, I can't believe I'm saying that 4 months after seeing it for the first time and laughing at it. This is not like an offensive, super tempo based. This is a slow set because, first of all, there's so much more toughness than power. So basically, unless you have the most insane fed to you draft deck, things kind of like go slow in this deck. Well, not really slow, but much slower than Eldraine. Eldraine had this ridiculous red and green builds, mono red and mono green builds.
Yeah.
Those have tools that aren't available in this format anymore. So
Oh shit.
I think we're going to look at a much slower limited environment. If Eldraine was an 8 or a 9, this would definitely be a 5 or a 6 in terms of speed. 6 is like pushing it.
Alright.
Okay, so I
Captivating.
think this next one's a reprint.
Captivating
Is it?
Unicorn? No, it's a new card, but
Something similar before. No?
it's
In name.
Enchantment, and there's a battlefield.
That's okay.
It's also
it's a curve topper for an aggressive deck
Yeah.
with many artifact creatures. Enchantment
it's
creatures.
basically vanilla.
Yeah. It's, if you remember, Star Crowned Stag from M19, but this triggers when you play, not when you attack. So it's a stunner basically. It likes to stun people.
It's like Pearled Unicorn.
Yeah.
So basically, like, yeah.
It's an okay top deck. Curve topper, but that's about it.
It's an okay topic if the ball, if you know someone plays like a 2/5, which is blocking your entire team, and that happens a lot in this format.
Yeah.
So if you have a bunch of 3/3s or 3/2s, where like at or slightly larger than the rest of his team,
Are there cards which produce enchantments here?
which produce enchantments.
Yeah,
Pegasus
no.
guy
enchantment,
available?
something, token, whatever.
No,
There's
I
such
think
thing.
that is like on territory.
Oh no, he triggers
Yeah,
them.
you-
Never mind.
You can't create enchantment. Funny enough, you can create artifact tokens, but I don't think enchantment
Enchantment
tokens are not a thing.
All right.
That's
There was-
under the territory or mystery booster territory.
There was something I saw before, but this is like type 1 lang ata.
Enchantment
With
tokens.
Archon of Sun's Grace. Parang it turns all your creatures into enchantment. I don't know if that
Oh,
if you
yeah,
have
because
that
you have tokens.
and then you trigger this, it just goes on forever.
Whenever you play anything, like whenever you play a land, like I believe that's Enchanted Evening
Yeah.
from Lorwyn or Shadow Moon.
Constellations whenever it comes into play.
Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield,
It's
while
not
it is
like you
while
can
it is in play, so
Yeah.
if you play
You just spot that, whatever.
For commander players, if you play enchant in the evening, then even like playing a land will produce a Pegasus. Any permanent, even creating a gold token will produce a Pegasus.
Yep.
Sick.
All right.
Anyway.
Let's skip that unicorn. Commanding presence.
Or the cast or the first.
I guess this
For
is.
the cast auras are funny because, well, a recent format which had an important one was Ixalan. Ixalan had a cast aura that gave +2/+2 on lifelink. You wouldn't think that it was a good card, but actually that was the backbone. What was it called? The vampire thing?
Yep.
Marked by something?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was really keen in some Ixalan draft.
It depends. It depends on the set.
Yeah.
There are sets which these auras are good. There are sets that they're so bad. You'll always be 2 for 1.
My gut tells me that this is going to be decent because this set has like just playing an aura or an enchantment coming into play gets you some value ready for some cards. Plus, almost always you will be able to get the 1/1 soldier. So no matter what, you have almost a card's value for that commanding presence.
Yeah, just put that on something first strike, and you're always gonna have a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. +2/+2 first strike on curve is.
Mm-hmm. Or you can have if you have the Alseid, you can just like have it ready to guard the commanding presence creature
on turn 5.
Like, yeah, it's okay. I think it's powerful enough effect.
Yeah, it's also Dawn
Evangel.
That's a very specific effect.
Yeah.
I don't think it will happen very often.
I think Dawn Evangel is a plan for black-white texture because black's common removal features 2 auras that give -3/-3 or +2/-1.
It's a bug, right?
So if you have a bunch of
it's even your opponent's creature.
yes, for example, if you kill your opponent's creature, you can target your own creature in your graveyard and return it to your hand. So I believe
it's extra value.
yeah, it's a black-white. It's secretly a black-white gold card. Stats are okay. A splashable 2 colorless for 2/3.
Yeah.
That's what most of the time it'll just be that. But if you spot something with an enchantment, yay.
Mm-hmm. That is the definition of like I wouldn't say 23rd, but maybe 16th card deck. It's a decent body and it provides a synergy sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to see more of the set before you can like.
Yeah,
give a score.
we'll have to see, but I don't think there's also a red enchantment. Maybe
that's what I'm thinking about. Like red enchantments, like
there's red
evaluation type.
Yeah, there's a red enchantment that costs 4 and deals 4 damage.
Ooh, that's good.
When you play it, so
I think this is our first maybe constructed viable.
Daxos
maybe lang.
by the sun.
Daxos.
He seems like sideboard in constructed, but
He's a bigger soul. He's a soul brother.
yeah.
Yeah, because the 8 soul sisters like are getting thirsty.
But it's legendary.
Yeah, it's legendary.
Oh yeah, Soul Sisters.
Yeah.
Still play that.
He's soul brother.
Soul brother.
He actually the thirsty
it
player
has
of
an
soul
additional
sisters.
value pala. So enters the battlefield or dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I would think
it's also sort of like combo-ish.
he might
I
be.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, he might be.
For 2 mana, what you're getting is really worth it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he might.
it goes
He'd
bigger
be-
than 2/2. So
He comes down probably 2-3.
Yeah. Well, he will come down 2/2, but
2/2 is fine.
almost
By
immediately,
himself 2-2.
he'll become a 2/3 or 2
Yeah.
or a 2/4.
If he's on curve 2-2.
Creature type is irrelevant though.
Demigod, yeah, I don't believe there's any demigod interaction from this hand.
Oh, he's just uncommon. What the hell?
Yeah.
Problem is he's legendary.
I would always play Daxos, but he's not going to get me to play white. Like
Yeah.
even if I'm like drafting a solidly black or green deck, and I need 2 drops, and I see that, I'm in like white, depending on white, If you're white, sure, they can be happy, but he's not going to pull me into his color.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they did. The demigods are for. Rewarding you for sticking to a color.
It's basically a bad bear if you try and force it into your deck.
But
it's a bad bear in the sense that it's going to be hard to cast, but I think it's better than a bear because it has an insane death and comes into play triggers. But I don't think it's worth it for the deck building hassle.
But if you're into white, he's fine.
Yeah, if you're into white, it's great.
It's decent upside, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Problem nung is legendary, or else his second ability would be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, move on to
Daybreak Chimera.
Cost X less to cast.
Yeah.
He's easily a
it's not flying.
He's a.
I mean,
he is flying. The flying's at the bottom of the.
Alright.
He's easily a 3 to cast 3/3 fly.
He's a 3 to cast in disguise, but a 3 to cast in the sense that you have to cast something on 1 and 2.
Yeah. On Kirby's.
On Kirby's not that good. Well, actually, okay, he's really good. He's super good if he's 3 to cast. If he's 4 to cast, it's still acceptable.
5-4-3-3 is like Fairy Squadron.
5-4-3-3 was like 20 years ago. 5-4-3-3 was great, insane, perfect. But the years have not been kind in their species. So
yeah, we've been power creep.
So all of those are nerfed right now.
Yeah. So basically, Phantom Monster was like insane first pick back in the day, and Phantom Monster just slightly above the curve, just fine. I'll put it in fine, but I won't be overjoyed. So I guess like a 6 over a 10, I'd rate this guy.
Yeah, I guess like if you get to cast it at 3, so
he might be really good. Otherwise, it's just
it's awesome at 3.
Yeah. But for example, on the fourth turn, you can cast it for 3. What are you gonna do with the 1 mana? I mean, like. You gotta hit the sweet spot where we take worth all your mana, or you have 2 mana. You can play like 2 things in 1 turn. Like on the 5th turn, you can play something, and then you play him too. Like
that might happen.
Two white like Daxos, then him on the 5th turn.
Yeah, that could happen.
Yeah, then you have a 2 forward Daxos and a
with the few cards that we've seen, I guess like it actually pays to go Devotion. Like there's other cards like this which gives discounts on casting cost.
It is, but I believe white focuses on Devotion, so white is especially Devotion hungry, whereas some of the other colors are not really. Devotion is not really their primary goal. Like Dreadful Apathy. That's the pacifism. Well, that's. The pacifism effect.
So this is like Bad Arrest.
That's a function reprint from Eldritch Moon. There's a common that does that too. It's Luminous Bonds with upside.
Can you just say like it's a Bad Arrest?
Or that's the upside.
It's a Bad Arrest, but a better Luminous Bonds. But Arrest nowadays, I believe, they classify that as uncommon or better. So for common pacifism, this is as good as you're going to get, I think.
And if it has a static effect, at least you can exile.
Yes, and the good thing about this is either you need the Devotion so it stays in play, or exile and get rid of it for sure, especially if your opponent could have enchantment destruction in this deck.
The Dreadful Apathy will fall.
That's skill tester if you're keeping it around. And don't forget, I think maybe this weekend some players are going to forget that that's in play and not count it towards your Devotion.
Yeah, a lot of people
get away with it. So
a lot of the new players who aren't familiar with Devotion.
Keep an eye out for your Devotion, guys.
There's Eidolon of Obstruction.
So it's a rare, and it looks.
That is a Youthful Knight with an ability.
It's a hose.
With an ability that's almost only going to be used in constructed.
Yeah.
Youthful Knight that could be disenchanted. So.
Yes, Useful Knight is disenchantable. And a useful Knight in a format with, I think, plenty of 2 to cast 1/3s, which is not its natural habitat for success. So I would actually think this is not very good.
Yeah,
I might get killed by someone playing that and putting a good aura on it in the previous, but I don't think. Sorry, Eidolon of Obstruction. This format or this set is not conducive to you.
But constructed, this might be really good as a hoser.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yet another.
It's one of those hate bears.
One of those bureaucrats in the bureaucrat. Like,
It's one of those hate bears.
Yeah, it is a
basically.
Yeah.
good there.
that's a government employee if I've ever seen one.
I'm a tax your free shit.
Yeah.
It trumps third turn Teferi.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, actually, Oh yeah, if you're on curve when you're playing this walker, you won't be able to do anything.
You can bounce me, but you're gonna kill yourself to bounce me. You'd be like,
Wait, this costs 1 mana or 1 more?
two mana. I don't know to activate.
Yeah.
One.
1 mana. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some people thought it was one more loyalty to activate.
no.
No,
Yeah,
that's definitely a mana.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, next is we're getting to the Elspeth.
Elspeth conquers death. Wow. Okay.
Forget.
Cyrus and Exile.
So that's basically the.
This is annoying.
I like to call this card the youngest reborn. Basically, it's a scholarship to good eldest reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, it's well. I think the
Kinda is,
first ability is better than eldest reborn, and except in the hexproof quarter cases. The second ability is worse because it's not worth a card. I mean, like probably your opponent doesn't have anything to target you with
Yeah. Against a creature deck, that's just nothing.
But the third ability is interesting compared to Eldest Reborn because unlike Eldest Reborn, this only targets your graveyard.
Yep.
But it comes into play with
a
extra
counter.
additional loyalty or +1/+1 counter.
That might be better.
And achievement unlocked if you bring back a creature and put a loyalty counter. It's a flex thing. No, it's okay.
It's a flex.
Having it at white is like it's so good.
This is
Yes,
definitely.
as a white card, that is
You're
pretty good
definitely
because
gonna use that.
white doesn't usually get this kind of like 3 card 3:1
Yep.
worth of effects in one. So even constructed, this is pretty good. So I'd keep an eye on that in any white-based constructed control decks that make.
This should be better than Elder. It's a rare.
Yes, that I think this card is top 10 constructed maybe or constructed rares. And for white, it's welcome because white here is
There's a lot of planeswalkers that it could target. So
yeah.
It's a permanent pala.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Teferi.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's just really good. So,
So here's
So,
the
spoiler.
first mythic, right?
card
Yes,
spoiler that Elspeth's back.
the flagship card of the set, Elspeth says.
None of us are surprised she's back.
Elspeth in history has like at least average, right? There's no bad Elspeth.
Not really.
No. And I
Has
think
there been any?
I don't think any of them were bad.
the most
It's
the most
average.
underwhelming Elspeth is the one from Scars, which cost 5, Elspeth Theros. The one that makes 3 soldiers.
It's rats, right?
And then, yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
it's
good.
not bad. Yeah.
That was the most underwhelming one. But obviously, the first one is the best.
Mm-hmm.
And the original Theros one is a close second. Both cards win games easily by themselves. And this one, it's hard to gauge exactly. Some people are saying it's great, some people are saying it's crap. Personally, I think the floor here is it's going to make 4 1/1 tokens. And how important are those to your strategy? I don't dream you're going to be able to escape that thing, especially since there's so much graveyard removal. Basically, I think escape is doomed out of the starting gate for constructed because so many cards randomly host escape also. So what does she do on the surface? She sticks around after picking 4 guys to give them +2/+1 or an alpha strike. For 4 mana, that's pretty good, I think.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's value for
And
sure.
Limited, is there a lot that can remove it from graveyard?
Yes.
There is.
Yes.
so it might not be that.
For
It's not
limited, it's
sticking.
still great. It's a planeswalker.
It's a planeswalker.
Yeah,
Limited, it's great if your deck is spoiled, run it. But maybe if you escape it once in a game, that's pretty good. I mean, we already did some sort of testing with this because Game Awards event on Magic Arena had two pre-constructed decks, Ashok versus Elfas. Granted, they were using ridiculous cards like Black Lotus and Box Sapphire. So my experience with this card is like a first turn Elspeth or like a second turn Elspeth. So it's insane, but
Yeah. So aggressively, you'd make 2/2 next turn. You'd buff. You'd do the -1.
I think mostly your play pattern will probably be make 2 tokens again, then next turn
Yeah,
make 2
actually.
tokens again for value.
Best long term is like you just make the 4 tokens.
Is there
Yeah.
any Anthem effects in Standard? Like, if there's any, I guess like you just
That
spam
would be
them.
much better.
Not off the top of my head. But I just keep going back to Betterlish Marshall in my head. I miss that guy.
No, it's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, I don't remember.
She reminds me of that old Elspeth Tyrell, the one makes tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that said, that Overrun, she was really good there.
Mm.
So, if there is a similar,
And she had a good ultimate too.
you gain 5 life.
Mhm.
That one, yeah, the old one.
Next, favorite of Ironwood.
Whenever enchanted enters the battlefield, you control.
Gain double strike.
It could be okay.
I think this guy's a red-white card in this guy.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to play something like Hammer Hand on it or Gene's Haste.
Is there
or
like
whatever.
+3/+0?
Yeah, Hasten +3/+0 or
Yeah.
your opponent can't block.
Yeah.
Then
Reckless
+1
charge
+0.
type of
Yeah,
cards.
those things.
Yeah. The problem is for constructed is 3 to cast.
No, yeah, this is not a constructed card by
Yeah.
any means.
This is
It's
like a constructed card only if you just can't get better cards.
It's a second tier option for red white aggro. I think red white aggro basically, it's go wide. That's the theme. Green white is the auras one, and red white is go wide. The secondary theme of aura of stun you with auras and then attack with your team. I think he hit the secondary option there in the red white deck, but it seems decent. He's like a good 6-man off the bench. But yeah, no constructed for you.
Next. Flicker of Fate.
Thank you.
Yeah. That card
It's,
certainly has so much value in this set.
Every ETB is gonna be happy.
Oh, just saving your guy is value.
Yeah, it's 8 or both.
It costs 2. I think believe it should cost 1 Cloud Shift. If
No.
it only targets, or you believe Cloud Shift was overpowered.
This kasi targets enchantment.
It's okay,
Yeah, that's the point. It targets enchantment.
but this
So you
card
could,
actually you play it as if you don't have it.
Hmm.
Like you just tap out, you force your opponent to like a 5 casting cost removal. You basically just win with this card.
Yes, you can also break your opponent, right? Yeah, good.
And
You
it's
can break your
extra-
opponent. No, he returns right away.
Yeah, it's not good for attacking, but
Yeah.
It's extra value with that pacifism card, I guess.
Basically, those things are proportional to the number of comes into play abilities in the set. So the more comes into play abilities in the set, the more powerful bit effects are, the more likely you'll use
yeah,
them.
it removes pacifisms.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This also yes. Like all the negative auras that don't kill your creature instantly.
Yep.
Get worse with the existence of this.
Or
And
your-
it's a common.
Or your
Yeah.
pacifism effects can get attached to someone else.
There are sets where that exists and it's not really playable, but I think this one is.
Yeah, it's this.
Like
Theros is its own.
if it was in Eldraine, I would recommend playing it in Eldraine because first of all, most of the competitive abilities in Eldraine were replaced by the adventure sorceries.
Mm-hmm.
So there's very little competitive abilities. But this set is chock full of them, so much better. Good home. 6 out of 10 almost always makes the cut 1. 2 is too many, I think.
Yeah.
It depends. Like you could play a second if your opponent has like more removal, I guess.
Or
It's
if you're-
sideboard, definitely.
Or if you're metagaming, I guess. Like you see, oh, Gerald in the next deal, that's my next opponent.
But I don't like playing a lot of those. Like
it could be a dead card.
yeah, most of the time it's kind
One
of
is the
dead.
main, others in the side. I think
Yeah.
that's the general rule.
Glory bearers, right?
Or the best 3 4.
For a second there, I thought it gave +1/+1. I was excited.
But
Then I'm like,
it's 0.
Another creature.
Oh, if only it was +1/+1.
Oh, as I don't know that stat line, it costs 4. It's 3/4.
It's a minor hill giant, so
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, 10 years ago, Hill Giants were like
yeah, you just play
the
it.
best.
It's
Now,
not the best. You play it.
now it's like it's just barely, and it's just even as a vanilla creature, just barely make the cut. Boy, I remember it. For Manatee, must be the province of rares. Now, like any common with an ability is, woo, that's power creeper.
Yep.
Okay, he's a mediocre guy. Sure, 23rd card filler.
Yeah, he's like a last pick-ish. So we're gonna talk about this one. Might be banned right away.
Might be bad. I don't know, guys. I think
For standard, no.
no. I think
Not
that,
for standard, but he already has
that
an
combo
infinite
might have
combo.
the combo with Walking Ballista. If you don't know it, if you
Yeah,
only
yeah.
heard of Herald now, it's a combo with Walking Ballista.
Yeah,
It's a 2-card infinite damage combo. I think that's more or less than. You can see it that combo right away, so they probably did some testing on that combo specifically. It might be too good in a shell of hardened scales, then or
What turn does it go off?
it can go off in hardened scales on turn 3.
Three.
You go turn 1 hardened scales, turn 2 ballista, turn 3 Helios. That's it. That's good enough because you.
Now you
Especially
give
your
it
goal is to
life.
have a 2/2 ballista.
you give it life thing, then you ping for it.
Yeah, then-
It's also to turn with. It's
But
also,
you have to give the
Oh, it's
Ballista.
activated life thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't go.
It's turn four.
Yeah, it's turn 4.
It's turn 4.
I'm sorry.
It's also turn
My-
for
my
infinite life with what's his name, Spike Feeder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny story, I had that from an old set. Then the Infinite Camo came out in modern. I was able to sell it to
Actually, Spike Feeder is more of a.
It's just
Well, if you
infinite
do the
life.
1 mana creature, it says third turn, infinite life. Mana creature, second turn Spike Feeder, third turn Heliod. That's like basically.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Right. So I think it's more of a. I think it's more of a problem in modern, but it's not as good as Splendor Twin.
Of course.
So I think it's going to.
Let's just hope for
Yeah.
the best for Heliod.
Let's hope for the best. Of course, in limited, it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
Really good.
just the ability to give life link. Like
This
yeah.
guy is way too good in limit.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's
3,
not
4.
online.
Yep.
We give life link to my guy. Oh shit.
He is a house.
whenever you gain life.
That's our first big material. If I ever.
Oh, so I could give the +1/+1 to any creature.
Yeah, or enchantment you could. Sorry, enchantment you control.
So you could give +1/+1 on enchantments.
You
Right
put a
now?
+1/+1 in
Put
a
it-
dreadful apathy. Yeah, more flex moves.
You can put it on Heliod even if he's a creature, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You praise Heliod.
Praise
+1/+1.
be the sun.
More wow, Heliod. Everything's Heliod.
For the next 3.
Choose one. Destroy target artifacts, enter enchantments, or target player. Heliod's intervention.
Wow. So this is like super disenchant.
Yeah.
And it's an instant. So you could end of turn like destroy 3.
Mhm.
Probably like 10 out of 10 for this set.
I think
I think that's premium removal.
this already is a set where I would make it disenchant, but not more than one disenchant. Like for example,
This is your disenchant.
if I have this, always making the cut if I might. But the second ability, I don't really like it. So I got
Yeah, but the disenchant is like more than enough.
yeah,
I
the
guess.
disenchant is
The upside is you can hit more than one.
yeah.
But most of the time it's going to be 3 to cast, destroy some enchantment.
If you go end of turn, destroy 3, I guess like that's a win.
Yeah, for the Trace to War white, sure.
That's not bad.
That's kind of insane.
Yeah,
It could save you from dying, I guess, in a close game.
Yeah, but most of the time you'll be doing the destroy.
Like your opponent,
Yeah, this
You
is
won't go low life.
This
You
is an
could destroy this
80%
guy.
disenchanter, and 20% gator.
I mean, if you're just trading attacks, and he goes all in,
Oh yeah,
and you play this like it's like fog. But yeah,
It could be more.
happen.
Could be.
Yeah.
Anyway, Heliod's Pilgrim. Oh, it's a reprint.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's a
that was the key card in the blue-white heroic deck. The one of the
Or a card
Shit, I
that-
still remember that.
hero of whatever abilities.
So this is basically a like idyllic tutor or something.
Yes, I did a tutor on the body. I almost never passed the Theros, and I will almost never pass it in the decks I wanted now.
So the good thing about this is like you could blink it and have some value out of it.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think if you blink that,
You put it into your hand, so
Yeah, I think he's going to get removal because almost every color has an aura that is removal,
or
and that's really good.
Yeah, and I think if you were able to blink that in any limited game, you're probably gonna win. Right?
Yeah. The Helios.
this is
punishment.
the pacifism on a clock.
Yes, a pacifism that a pacifism.
Oh, it's arrest.
No, it's
It loses abilities.
Are you familiar with the old card Parallax Wave?
Mm-hmm.
That's like Parallax waving one creature.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
It's close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Parallax is fading 5, so that has 4 turns exiled.
Then it's
Basically
back.
gives it 4-turn timeout. So it's not really a pacifism. It's more of a exile target creature for 4 turns. It's got the cursed text on the card. See, story spotlight. Yeah.
Heliod's punishment.
Alright.
So it's uncommon as well. So
It's-
you're right
yeah.
about arrest being on the uncommon side.
Yeah. Arrest is on the uncommon side now.
What does this hero of the pride do?
Well, I would still play it, even in non-aggressive deck. I mean, even in aggressive decks, I'd play it. I'm sorry, especially in aggressive decks, I'd play it. But
Yeah.
even in non-aggressive decks, I would run it.
Yeah, it buys you time.
Yes. I think getting plus on cards in white is not hard in this set.
Don't think so.
Mm.
So come on,
Hero of the pride.
some
It's a
adjust,
bear
yeah.
that has that heroic mechanic.
Mm-hmm. It's
Plus
it's
1
a-
plus 0.
Yeah.
Oh, but this is all creatures.
It's-
Yeah.
Creatures you control. Yeah.
Yeah. Works in this format because most of the time, it's going to be your opponent's going to be able to telegraph, but you have it, and he's got 1/3s. Well, actually, it can be good. Like, for example, you attack with he's one of those that can attack into 1/3s, and you don't really care.
Yeah.
So it's probably decent in this format.
Probably.
It's an open trick. So,
Yeah.
sure.
I think this format, this will be engaged with people who can attack into 2/3s, and
It dies to a
That's-
2/3. So.
no, but it was bad. Oh, yeah,
Plus
he
one
can
plus 0.
give himself. Yeah, if you have a trick, he'll buff himself. So
he
he'll,
might be good
yeah, it's the ultimate like skill tester. I might,
if you throw him
Hazard.
after. If you throw him after your Elspeth, is really good.
yeah,
Oh, of course. Any buff to those dudes.
Because we're just looking for anthem effects for her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
yeah. It's a go wide card. A go wide card. It almost specifically combos with a card later called Phalanx Formation. I think.
I think the next card is just a flying version of this card.
Yeah, it is.
also.
Yeah, well,
But that one's better. 'cause it's flying.
hero means well.
The hero is like heroic.
The original mechanic was called heroic, or
Yeah.
the original ability word was heroic. So
Now it's.
I guess now
I don't,
just putting hero in the name
I don't know
gives
why
you
they
an
didn't just
idea.
put heroic, but whatever.
It's uncommon, so like you don't
I
get
think-
to see this much. So.
I think the answer to that is one of Mark Rosewater's columns, Marcy, and you gotta dig through Mark Rosewater's columns.
So, kanina we had Heliod's Pilgrim, now we have the actual idyllic tutor.
Mm-hmm.
Executor. It's planned. It's a well.
This is a reprint.
Yeah, it's a well-timed reprint. It's a well-placed reprint in flavor for the set.
I don't
And
think I'd see an actual tutor card again.
it's interesting because
It's something that I kind of like to see in
Yeah.
standard as
if
well.
you have a god in your deck, sure, I'll play that. Or something that ridiculous enchantment bomb. It only costs 3 because usually tutors cost 4 nowadays.
It's a rare, so
Yeah,
like,
it's a rare.
it should at least be cheaper. Like
Yeah.
this.
This is more constructed, siguro.
Yeah, I guess
This is
like it has a chance.
consistency and you're limited, I guess.
It was it's a constructed reprint, but it's not useless and limited, and I like that.
It's still good and limited. It's just like,
Yeah, shooters for your guy.
baka you already have your guy.
I would only play that if I had 1 or 2 enchantment creature bombs or enchantment bombs. Like
Yeah.
Elspeth Conquers Death. Or
Yeah, you lose tempo if you cast this.
Yeah, it sucks if you turn 3 this.
But I think it's a slower format, so it might be decent.
It might be better than I think.
Going on, Indomitable Will.
Is this a reprint?
This old chestnut.
Whatever.
Is it a reprint?
+1/+2.
Yeah, Indomitable Will.
Yeah,
I think it's a reprint. But whatever, it's
Yeah.
a simple effect.
but it doesn't do what
you
I think it does.
I have no idea where it originally came from, but I know I've seen that name before.
Yeah, but I don't feel like this is what it does before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
I think it feels like it's using the text that return it to your hand if it dies, right?
It's so wrong. I don't know.
Anyway.
Sure. So +1/+2
Yeah,
is a trick.
combat trick.
It feels like that. What do you call that card? Those enchantments that when it dies, would put it in the graveyard, return it to your hand.
Yeah, like
It feels like one of
that
those.
Halo.
Yeah. Like something Halo.
Halo
Or
thing.
the Saga, yeah. It's a missing text, man. It's hit to cast, man. The 1, 2.
Sure.
Eh,
Holy strength.
Yeah.
Decent and limited. Decent.
It's something that triggers the heroic. So
It's potential removal.
That is definitely cuttable. Whenever someone comes up to me and asks, what should I remove from the deck? That's one of the first cards that catch my eye.
it's a bad the 2 cast +1/+2 in the other set, like the one with
Oh, the green one?
no the one that you could cast on your
Oh, I
name
think
face
I
and
remember
it
that.
grants like lifelink. But
Oh, the Replica Legions.
Yeah,
the Sentinel's
Sentinel,
Mark.
yeah.
Yeah, Sentinel's
so
Mark.
it's a bad version
Yeah,
of
it's a
that.
bad version.
And this card is already better than the last one.
Yeah. For
Parametrus.
power to cast it cost
If
purposes.
it's generation, also means it. Oh wow,
I'm a little surprised they have this
That's pretty good.
reminder text here.
It's pretty
Yeah.
pushed. If you ask me, it's pretty pushed. Power level.
wow, like a one-off.
Aggressive deck, definitely a 1-off. Maybe even a 2-off. If your opponent's like black-red or black-blue, kill all your guys. Definitely play as many of those as you can.
Very good on the hero cards a while ago.
Yes, great on the heroic cards.
And for tempo, like that 1 mana casting cost is just insane.
And cards like this you can see constructed in red, white, heroic decks.
Yeah, I'd expect this normally to cost 2 mana, but you know, I think this is pushed. 1 mana is a very high, is a very very low casting cost.
Like if Soul Scar Mage is still in standard.
If you could play 2 spells, like in limited 2 spells per turn, like you're definitely ahead.
Yeah.
Would this be good in what's those red decks in modern? Whenever you cast, you get +1/+1.
A prowess.
Yeah, prowess decks is might. Could this be in that?
Aren't those mono red?
Are they mono red?
Yeah, just more.
Yeah, mono red. Well, maybe.
That
I
makes
don't
this
think-
tight as well.
I don't
I don't think
think
they'd
it's
be
good enough
defensive,
to go into a Boros shell for that, but
Yeah.
you know, I could be wrong. But
And I don't think
Goes white.
Infect goes white. Does Infect go white? They don't
There's
need
that
to.
version of Infected as white,
in effect with white.
Yeah.
like the one with Giver of Runes. Like,
Oh yeah, green white effect.
Yeah, that could be there.
Yeah, I guess,
Figure of
yeah.
runes now, so.
But enchantment. Well, I don't know. I think what you call it, Rangers Galley is better because that's
no
only.
condition.
Yeah, you have to have your infect guys have a ranker on it for that to provide hexproof and indestructible. So I don't think it's replacing Rangers Galley. I think it's a limited trick, but it's a good one. It's a good and push one.
Alright. Next.
Laguna.
Laguna,
Laguna
Storyteller.
30% from the Gerald.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
if it was
I-
just that first part, it's meh. But the game life just
The,
kind of makes
the
it
game
better.
life just puts it over the top.
Yeah, it's probably
Wow.
better than almost all but the best commons, and most of the commons probably
I
better than
would I would expect just the first part, not the second part.
Yeah, forecasting cost
The
3
core body
like
is good. Yeah, it holds off people, and you will gain life too.
it's like a grave digger in this set. So.
I think there was a card that was 5 mana 3/4 staunch defenders way back. It's like a staunch defenders for 4 mana. So, yeah, all right, great. Yeah.
That has some value.
Yep.
Like next.
Leading of the Lost
That's a
Pride.
rebrand. I know it's not.
Leonie.
We have a trio of commons here. A vanilla next board courser that's 23rd card.
Kwento lang.
Leading of the Lost
Quality
Pride.
is decent.
Yet another 2 mana 3/1 Leonin. It's good.
Unfair.
I want as many of those as I can in my aggressive
Just to
decks.
get rid of the.
Yeah.
Get rid of your
2 power 3 attack.
Titan in the grave.
2 mana 3 attack is pretty good.
You're a
And-
fan of those?
Yeah, and I love Rimrock Knight, and
Oh,
it's my most drafted aside from Gingerbrute Common. But as I said, I think he'll be trading with a lot of 3/1/3s in this set. So it's not really an aggro set. So I feel sorry for Leonin. If you win another set, you'd be much better. But this one,
But
you're just
the additional ability, does it give it like the value to put it in your decks?
the thing is, those are really good. Second turn, of course, it's best at the 2 mana point, and there is no card at the opponent's card. Basically, his Texas sees some mid-game relevance instead of just being a really auto bad draw. It's a sort of like like warning, don't block me or this will happen, but it's not very good.
Oh yeah, true.
Single card. So I don't think so. It's not. Sorry, Leonin. It's the set. I don't think it's right for your 3/1.
So we're almost done with the white. I haven't seen any escape mechanic yet. So
That's better.
Yeah, white is
like it's one card.
basically a spell. I think escape is mostly in black. I think black green.
Gold. The Titans.
Omen of the Sun. Wait. Let's go to the Omen of the Sun. Let's go to Omen of the Sun. I believe it's the first one in the Omen cycle.
So all colors have these.
Yes, all colors have an Omen.
It seems like it's like those cards na treat ka summon 2 tokens.
It's the amino acid of a set. It does everything you want. It's 3 mana, so it's more or less on the cheap side. It's an enchantment,
Bodies,
so it triggers and
yeah.
sacrifice food.
Yep.
It produces 2 guys, so it's worth a card. 2/1/1 tokens, it's worth a card. And there's a little bit of gravy on it.
Life.
Yes.
Scry 2.
And you also have initial ability, which is worth about half a card. Scry 2.
all else fails Scry 2.
Yeah.
It's a bit of
Everything
mana
is-
hungry to use the Scry, but definitely in a top decking situation or a stalemate,
It's still really
could
good.
be really good. So, All of a Sudden, I would play if I had 3 in my sealed deck. I would play all of them.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, those are just really good stuff.
And the value for having like the 2/1/1s,
And
like
it's
it
still-
trades for a bear. Like,
Yeah,
And it's common.
omens are really good. I believe that omens are. They want omens to break into constructed, especially the other colors omens. So they are costed well.
all omens are 3 casting cost.
No,
No.
the red one's 2 mana, I believe.
But all are flash? No.
Yes, all are.
All are flash.
I don't think this one is very constructed. It might be.
Yeah, this one is not for constructed, but
Yeah.
wow, that's a lot of value for limited.
This is really good.
Yeah, it might be among the best white commons. Their Phalanx tactics.
That was uncommon. It would
2
be.
mana for an instant. Yeah, that's the combo for most of your hero of the blank, heroic
Oh, wow.
blank.
So it's +2 for everyone on the heroic.
Yeah, for the heroic. If you're on target with someone, a few guys with a ability, that's your gold standard.
You
Overrun.
win. Yeah, you win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the dream.
The overrun, yeah.
Yeah.
The 3 plus
It's,
3 plus 1 for him, plus 2 plus 1 for everyone else.
Oh,
I'll
On
take it.
heroic, it's really good. On normal, it's just a little overrun.
mm-hmm.
Always good.
You don't want to be forced to use this defensively.
No. But I will use it defensively if you're going to wipe everyone out
Yeah.
and have like the only 2 guys left.
Oh yeah, there is a possibility.
Your walls from the birth of Militis.
He's
Yeah.
like, they don't have attack. Oh, what the? Pious Wayfarer.
Pious.
Quanticus,
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean,
Eh.
'cause
It's like a last card to put in if you just want to fill your deck.
No,
it's not.
it doesn't
It's
really do anything.
weird. I mean, like, okay, the aggressive white deck has to have white 1-drops, and this is like the white common 1-drop that goes with your offensive white decks.
Yeah, he could be a one to
So you have to
2-3.
be like, you have to have like decent power, the toughness, enchantment creatures, I guess, or just play that guy and then just keep attacking and dropping omens of the sun.
Yeah,
That's like the goal.
but
I think that's good enough. That's good enough in this set.
you need something really specific in your draw for this to be good.
Yeah. But I can see that,
It can
in,
happen.
if you've got some guys and he's got some guys and you keep attacking with a guy, you always have to take that +1/+1 into consideration, whether it's an omen or a flash aura.
Yeah, the +1/+2.
It's a headache, but it's not unbeatable.
Yeah, I'll just take it. And I'll just read it as unblockable. Sure, like you can just ignore it.
Could be.
Okay, next is Reverend Hoplite.
Oh, yeah.
That's where earlier you asked me what the floor is on devotion.
Yeah, this is like the siege gang for white.
If that guy produces 2 tokens, that's great. That's aberrant. That's the bar. Another white guy in hand. If he produces 3 tokens, that's good. That's above cost. If he produces 5 tokens, it's insane. It's rare level. 5 mana for a 5 1/1 tokens is like
And on
I feel them in rare.
If at 5 you get +2 1/1s, like I guess it's so.
Yeah.
yeah.
So a 1/2 and 2 1/1s is
But,
just
like-
the bare minimum. That's okay. I believe that's what people are. Is their worst case scenario. Well, the worst case scenario is obviously just him, and he sucks in that case.
Yeah.
But the most often,
You'd at least want like
yeah,
it being a siege gang having 3 1/1s.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
realistic yung 1 or 2, 2 or 3 rather.
well, 3/1/1s is already
That's really good.
2/1/1s is
It's kind of
average.
Average,
It's
yes.
Yeah, most of the time.
But like
3/1/1s is great.
if you're living the dream, this is like a 6.
Yeah, but
6 tokens.
I'm sure that he's going to produce like 7, 8
Yeah, you
tokens.
could get to that. Is there a 4 white casting cost?
I think he's still a high pick no matter what.
They should have just made it like 3 and like 2 white.
Yeah, between this
Like
and
4 and
Phalanx
1 white
Tactics, you could have a deck archetype.
Yeah.
More for
They should have
draft.
made it like just
More for draft.
a
But
different casting cost.
if you
So-
pull this in limited, that's really good.
I think basically the curve is like the 3 mana 2/4 vanilla enchantment creature, white nonetheless. Then a turn where you don't do anything or you put an apathy on this guy, then you play this. Then you have 4 tokens and him. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that he's a high pick still, despite the fact that
He could.
he's a weaker, but he's a supposedly weaker version of a card from Theros. I think it's still pretty good.
Yeah, he could still win you a game in
He will still win you games.
Yeah.
I would give him a 7 or 8. Revoke Sisters, Exile to
Yeah. Reprint.
reprint in a set where it's good, great. I'll always play 1,
there will
next
always
set,
be
next
one.
card.
This is pretty much removal in this set.
Yeah.
Rumbling Sentry enters the battlefield.
So it's a siege mastodon.
That is
That's upgraded.
power creep siege mastodon. What's his
Sky
name?
one and
Shota Yasoka, eat your heart out.
so 3-6, like
Yeah.
sure, I guess.
3-5, 3-6, and minor enters the battlefield ability.
I'm not playing it.
I'm not playing it unless I am like the slowest of slow decks.
Mm-hmm.
So
It doesn't win you games.
yeah, it doesn't win you games. Your other card, you better have other powerful but slow cards to win you games because this ain't doing it.
Yeah.
But it will get to the point that you will. It takes for the bomb.
Yeah, it has Cry 1, so you definitely would want to search for something.
Sentinel Eyes. Alright, this is the one of the cheapest escape costs in the set. Enchant creature +1/+1 vigilance for 1 mana. That's pretty good. I think you'll definitely be able to play this 3 or 4 times in a game. Only because the escape cost is so low.
Yeah.
It's really nice to like mail. This set has lots of ways to mail yourself. So mailing yourself that card, like put the 3 cards of your library in the graveyard, and you get a free aura. It's really
This could have been insane if Vigilance was replaced by First Strike.
I believe that's too good, my friend. Then that would be sick. I believe as it is, it's pretty pushed. I think it's better than it looks, and if all mid-range decks should.
At Vigilance, it's basically just want to trade it for something.
It's basically an equipment.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like it.
It's an equipment. It's a 1 mana, 1 to cast equipment.
Exile
It's
2 other
plus
cards.
1 and vigilance, which I think is really good. What do you call those things? That Luminary has them, Saber or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the keyword vigilance puts it over the top. So I would play it always, but only.
Yeah, I wouldn't put in that much as well.
Next, Shatter the Sky. Oh, Wrath of God with an upside.
Is it
And-
an upside?
Well, yes. The meme thing, or what the cool kids are doing is playing Gideon for more of a spark. So you have a power 4 creature.
Mm-hmm.
Then you give another creature you control indestructible. Then you wrath the board. So if second turn is like a creature, third turn is Gideon, then fourth turn you just Shatter the Sky. So basically it's wrath your opponent's side and you draw a card.
Is regen still a thing? Like, it's destroy creatures.
There is no regen. There's only gains indestructible gun end of turn.
So there's no more regen.
Not
Not in any popular cheap standard cards you can think of. In limited, wraths are tricky because I've seen a lot of aggro decks that play the wrath because as a just because like I might be falling back and I might lose and then they have it in
That's
hand.
just so bad.
Yeah, I'm in Gerald's set there. I mean, that's
It's-
a great control card, but no. If you're
You should just have one plan.
Yeah, just one plan.
But this is a constructed auto.
It's definitely constructed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's your
It's really good.
It's your rat and construct.
4 mana Wrath.
Mhm.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
care if you draw, as long as I don't die.
Yeah.
It's no supreme verdict, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you get.
This is.
And I've been lately out. It's only been 5 to cast rats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's mostly 5.
Yeah.
The forecasting
Going
cost
up to
rats
4.
have like
Like
something.
what? 4 of each color, like
Yeah.
4 colored mana pips, no thing.
Mhm.
Devotion to black and white and the wrath.
Yeah.
Sunmade Pegasus.
think
This
it's
is the card that comes into my head and makes me think of like this is a defensive format and not an aggressive one. Let's look at it.
Yeah.
It's 2-3 against vigilance and life.
Yeah. This
I
is
don't
this is probably something poking the opponent for you.
Yeah, I mean it's a good card. It's gonna get in there, gain your life.
Yeah.
but-
It's a common.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing is, it's a common. So basically, this is like the kind of card that will set the tempo of the set. And the tempo of the set is no aggression, baby. It's just like mid range and building up. I think.
Yeah, these are the cards that you'll see in most matchups, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's an auto-included white decks.
Yeah,
And it's a Pegasus, I guess, if you drafted or pulled that
that lured a while ago.
Yeah, it could gain lifelink on its own, so
It's fine, I guess.
it's good on its own. Yeah.
Next to rare, Taranika, Akruin, Geist of Akruin, Geist of Saint Akros.
Shitty guys to say draft.
Yeah.
No, you need another guy for
Yes, you do.
Yeah. But when it's attacking, it's 7.
Particularly, it's the most favorable way of like, Gideon is with us in spirit,
So
right?
it needs another dude for it to Guys of Saint Raft.
Yeah, and it's not expert.
on its own, it's 3 mana, 3/3 for vigilance. That's really good.
Sure.
Fantastic.
And
If you have another guy, it gets like
and if the other guy's flying or whatever,
or lifelink,
or double.
like the outside of like the very first card. I mean that's pretty sick.
If there's like a
if it has like
who's that Tudalas double strike fencing? If there's like a fencing ace,
or double strike.
yeah, this guy would be so sick.
Yup, it is sick. So it's rare.
At 3/3, like we're good.
Yeah, I'm good with this card.
It's definitely solid.
I'm definitely happy for picking this.
He just looks like shit if you compare to Geist.
Yeah.
It's not a Geist, so
No.
But it's a pretty good impression.
That will do, Pig. That will do.
That's not good. That's not bad.
Okay, last 2 cards.
Ascendant Envoy. Oh, this is the
War spells cost more than it's 2 mana 1/2. I hate that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stormforge Mystic, but that is the mana cost to power copies that I just makes me crazy.
It could have been so much better if they just put in like enchantment spells.
Yeah.
It's aura spell.
So,
I think enchantment spells is too good at just penetrate.
But it is common, so I guess.
Yeah.
Like aura spells. Like,
And once again, it would be really good at flying 2/1 for white, but this is a set where it's an easy big fella. No ginger brute, Grimrock Knight for you. So once again, I'm beating the dead horse, but this is a defensive.
Yes,
This
finishing white like
this art reminds me of some old
games
Yeah.
actually could go long.
Yeah, the games will go long, I think. Well, longer than Eldraine.
Triumphant Surge.
So it's basically reprisal at 4,
Yeah.
and you gain 3.
It just has the upside of gaining.
What I find funny is, the very first card was called Reprisal. There's 2 mana. So it's that destroy target creature or power for more. The last Theros, there was a card everyone was complaining about called Vanquish the Mighty or something. It was 6 mana. Sorcery. Destroy target creature with power 4. Scry 1. It was like, what is this?
It's
nerfed.
So now we have the exact middle of Reprisal and Vanquish the Foul. Vanquish the Foul, I think is what it was called.
Vanquish
the
monster.
This is the Goldilocks. Like, this special is too strong. This special is too weak.
No, this is
just right.
It's kind
I think the game 3 life is the icing that makes it just right.
Oh, this is definitely good and limited.
Yeah,
Kill their best creature.
I would. It's going to be dead, maybe 20 to 25
Most of the time it's dead.
But but most of the times that you can use it, you'll be so happy you did. I think it's worse like the percentage of time that you have it and it's dead and
it's definitely just one in your deck.
But if your opponent's white, I'd take it out. If your opponent's white,
if your opponent's white, we didn't see anyone with 4 power.
this is 3. Yeah, black, red, and green.
Honestly,
and it's basically a secret holder for black, red, and green.
Yeah, I don't think we saw a single.
Yeah. Helion.
It's useless against Helion.
And that forsakes the cast and Oracle brings back enchantments.
Oh yeah, that one was 4.
Yeah. That one's 4.
Yeah, that one's 4.
I probably won't main deck. Even if it's like
it's definitely
it catches bombs.
But you're Gerald, you're bloodthirsty.
Doesn't even work on Tarinika's buff guy.
No.
Because it's indestructible.
It's indestructible. Now the blue. Wow. Finally.
And now we move to blue, everyone's favorite color.
And first we get like a super non-blue card. Like
I've been seeing this one.
Alirius.
If I told you there's a card that was 3 mana and 3/2 and makes a 3/2 token, you'd be like, it's green, right? And no,
It's blue.
Oh, it's sorry, 2/3 token. It's
3/2
blue.
3/2 token.
Like,
You're right,
what
it's
kind of
3/2.
value is this? I mean, I understand blue value in cards, but the value in cheap creatures.
Wow.
If this was if this
It's
was
not
like
even
a,
a rare.
yeah,
I think it's a stealth penumbra. You remember the penumbra creatures? This guy's like a penumbra, like it's a shadow.
then he becomes a 2/3
Yeah.
when he dies. It's
Exactly.
kind of like that. Well, value if you can untap him, I guess.
3 mana, 3/2, then a 2/3. Wow.
Yeah.
And you just blinking it, like you
Yes,
have
you
value for it.
Yeah,
you
you
blink
flicker the format. Wow. I like it.
If he would be rare, if his third ability rather was like enters the battlefield and when he attacks.
Yeah, definitely.
If he got Bucky's reflection,
Let me
back, it'd be
Aliriotic
so good.
Titan.
It'd be so good.
Yeah, I like it.
But he's kind of balanced to be okay lang.
I like the thing. It's probably better than most uncommons, and definitely
And I-
first to third pick.
And I think people are gonna forget the second ability.
And there's a battlefield that no.
Yeah.
I think he's me enough, and then, the other guy that makes 2 things. So okay,
And
it's
what
still really tapped.
I can't remember what the reference is to him.
Narcissus.
Yeah, Narcissus.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Narcissus.
Wow.
And wait, next is the
Ashok's Erasure.
It's
And the overpriced for I'm telling you now, it's an overcosted common. It's a 4 mana counter spell that
It's not a common, it's a rare.
it's rare.
wow, rare.
It's a rare.
Wow.
It's a rare.
If you're gonna have a 4 mana counter spell,
It's
the right of it will you draw a card, or you put a 3/3 into play or something like that.
You can't draw, that's dismiss.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm saying it's just the minimum you're gonna have to have a 4 mana counter spell to do,
But what is it?
and this
So-
is way below that. So
Well,
no.
the only upside is it can counter things that can't be countered.
But the problem with the card is like the last line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It returns the countered card.
Yeah.
I know, right? Magic nowadays.
They should just have omitted the last line.
But
And
she
it's snowflakes
does.
watching. I'm sorry, but I don't like the way.
But she
these
does
snowflakey. These snowflakey returning cards.
You can't cast same name thing.
It has value.
Some
Like, it's good.
people are gonna look at that and think it's really good.
Okay, guys, this is the thing. Okay, game 1, your opponent is a white deck, and then you cast 3 Omens of the Sun. Game
Yeah.
2, you might be tempted to put this in just to cast one of the Omens of the Sun.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's worth it, guys.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's worth it. How about you?
Uh,
I,
I play counters, but for 4 mana, like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I'm
for 4 mana, you better give me a 3/3 or better with a counter, or you better give me a card.
this might be a one-off.
Otherwise, no.
This might be a one-off in some constructed decks.
In construction, you could probably play like up to 3. You could. Like, there's certain builds of decks right now.
I would think it's sideboard against other control if you're control. Yeah. But still,
If it doesn't get so much hate,
who is that?
since it's an enchantment, like, I think it has some potential.
Who's that planeswalker who does that also? Like, he exiles a spell on the stop.
Water? It can.
He
activate
was a
waters.
planeswalker. He was a creature card first, and he became a planeswalker.
Venture?
Yeah, it's Venser. I
Oh,
thought.
Venture's creature card. That was Venture's creature card. The
Yeah,
4
yeah.
mana 2/2. Yeah.
Yeah, I think lore-wise planeswalker, whatever. But he did become planeswalker.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Alright.
Bright Giant.
It's a common.
7 mana. Wow.
he gets cheaper.
Because you know what? Even at 5 mana, well, no, actually 5 mana.
5 mana, 5/6 is
It's
acceptable. Yeah.
acceptable. But that's like you have to have 2 enchantments. Like no.
How hard is it to get 2 enchantments here? I guess like it should be easy
Not
to get to 2.
Well,
Maybe.
it's you can compare this to that angler, the one that they use in decks that they mail themselves, and it's just like a vanilla 5/5 for cheap.
I'm sorry, but the Hearthstone Giants, just keep. I mean, this is a Hearthstone Giant. It has
Yeah,
some sort of
the-
discount based
the
on something
vanilla-
you count.
It should be
Hearthstone
8/8 if it's
Giant.
Yeah, right.
But it's only 5/6.
I know.
If this was black, maybe, and it wasn't just enchantment.
Shame on you, R&D. This is a Hearthstone giant in disguise.
5/6 is a
Yeah.
There's not much to say about that. It might be cheaper.
No, I don't like
it's
it.
just vanilla.
Caliphate.
Calliope.
I don't know.
Caliphate.
Beloved of
I
the
just
sea.
Caliphate.
Based on Calliope.
So it's 3 mana,
Creatures.
3 mana, 2/3 to start with. Devotion power. It's a demigod.
It's like that merfolk. They cost.
I call it ability Frost
Frost.
or Tax
Yeah, tax.
and 1 mana.
Creatures and enchantments you control have.
But this is like for everyone.
So
Well-
basically everything is taxed by 1.
Yeah. Like
No, spells your opponents play that target them. No, I don't think so. Sorry, I think Caliphate is the weakest demigod. I don't think his ability is particularly relevant. If this was a tight as tempo, if this was a tight format like Throne, where mana counts and the early turns matter, the exchanges and the mana, but this is a form. This is a slow, take your time
Yeah.
format. So the
You
mana
have so much
taxing-
time to do stuffs.
Exactly. I don't think the mana taxing is going to matter. Moving on.
is there any like mono blue aggro would use this in constructed?
No.
No,
Just
it's not even a merfolk, man. If it was a
Yeah.
merfolk, maybe.
Yeah.
But
A third power equal to devotion. That might be a little something lang. But anyway, chain to memory.
yeah.
Nah.
Well, LSV says that thing is just barely payable based on the total sum of all what you get for 1 mana. I think for me, yes, it's worth 1 mana, but it's situational. It's situational to get 1 card worth of value.
But does it warrant you to put it with your
Yeah.
23 playables?
Yeah. For weaker decks, beggars can be choosers, and you're forced to play this. You might be pleasantly surprised. But if your deck is good enough, you have enough playables without it, I won't lose sleep over leaving it in the sideboard, man.
What is it?
Yeah,
At
I will
least
play
it's
it.
Cry 2.
Yeah.
Moving to deny the divide. So
Yeah,
it's
I'll play it.
extra. It's just counterspell with extra.
No,
No,
escape.
not counterspell. Whatever the 3 to counterspell is.
It's kind of a bad counterspell, but at least it's 1 blue.
At least it gets rid of escape.
Yeah, okay. I play a lot of War of the Spark when it's available in Arena, and every single game, almost, there's a no escape. He has no escape. So prepare to be. This is the new no escape, guys.
Yep.
100%. He's got it. Whenever he's got 3 mana and he's blue, and he's not doing anything.
No, the divide.
He's gonna deny the divine.
Or what was that other 3 to cast counterspell way back that also counters activated abilities?
There's a lot of those.
There's a lot of them, Marty.
It's just
The one from
the
Into
problem
the
with
Wolf.
playing these types of cards. It's like it telegraphed your opponent. Like,
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
pass the turn without having anything,
You always roll eyes. Oh god, he's got no
Yeah.
escape again.
yeah, I could just skip it.
And Drogo isn't very popular in limited.
No, I don't think so.
Even
I
if-
think
It's mostly tempo, and
Yeah.
if you had a choice between playing Caliphate just to block stuff and or holding up mana for that, I'd go for the Caliphate any day.
yeah, exactly.
having
Yeah.
board presence is
Yeah, still
Important.
better than
Yeah.
But still, if you know he has escape, then I guess you could put that in. What's next? Eidolon. Philosophy. This is also another. All the colors have one, right?
That's an evolved Tridobite from Ixalan. I remember like Shore Tracker is the Tridobite. It actually has 1 power
at
now.
first, like I thought, like it was like 5 mana. It's 7.
Seven.
Yeah.
7 for 3.
Eh,
No, it doesn't work.
So I think maybe if you want to set an enchantment and you want
this
to
is in your
trigger.
hand late in the game.
So basically, if you're like a Caliphate deck, I think you want that just so Caliphate gets bigger.
It's a one
Plus
to
1
cast.
plus 0?
I would rather it have been 0-3.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yes,
So
much
One
better.
I was like,
But some people will be like, but that guy can win the game by itself. A 0-3 can't. No, it's not. I would say that.
No,
Not
saying
evasion,
that,
right?
yeah.
Even a flying, sure.
It's filler at best.
Yep.
Yes.
Elite instructor. Ooh, pretty good.
That's
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a worse version of the one that taps and does the same thing.
I guess like it's great because the mechanic here is like you draw the card first.
Yeah.
Like most of the red versions of that is it
Discard
makes you discard
first.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that you draw the card first, like it matters.
This is definitely decent in limited.
In what case, whenever I see these creatures, I keep thinking of Cloud Concealer. I'm thinking of...
It's lockable if you compare it to that.
Yeah, right? I mean,
It's
like,
a flyer
Cloud
and it's
Concealer.
you
Wow.
don't discard.
So, this inferior Cloud Concealer is still very good. It's not like
It's not
super
just
insane, though.
inferior.
Yeah.
It's crap compared to that.
Yeah, but it's still very good. I mean, you can compare like a card to like Alexis or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still good. I'll always play that. 3 mana 2/2 for a draw, enters the battlefield, draw a card. Pretty good. Even a selection only.
It gives fixing.
Yeah, it's selection. But sorry, keeping your cloud. All right, don't be fooled is good. Next is a glimpse of freedom.
Think twice.
Oh my god.
Is it?
Yes, but it's like
Shit.
think and then jump through a hoop twice.
Think twice.
Think twice.
And it's uncommon.
Oh my goodness. Just on the off chance that you can think thrice or think 4 times.
I think it could have been great if the escape
Was
3
one less to
was
cast.
like
Oh, no, not Excel.
If it
It was
was
Excel
Heal
3.
escort.
yeah, no, if it was escape 2 mana and exile 4 other cards, I'd be like,
It'd be rare.
no, it could be
actually,
playable.
It could be playable.
But right now, it's just like,
If it was like Escape to Excel to.
yeah.
Now this is-
yeah, no, sorry.
I'm not a fan of escape.
Better
As
in
far as-
constructed.
The thing that I've
This
seen.
this is playing through the sands of cards like Preordain and Fate is Nothing. Sorry, card. You were nerfed off the bat just on the off
Yeah.
chance that you might ruin the format. So
Again.
I so much wasted potential, but I still might play it and don't be surprised if you see it in my deck on Sunday. But what it could have been, man, what a waste.
It's more like you're not gonna use Escape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe much later.
Ichthyomorphosis. Oh.
Is this Spongify? And it's not.
No, it's
Three.
Fishify.
Fishify.
Yuck.
From the name I thought.
3 to cast. Basically pacifism. Yeah, wow, it's really good.
Humble.
That's your arrest, buddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is your arrest. Oh no, it can attack and block. I'm sorry, it's not arrest.
Oh, it just
But
it
it's
becomes
0-1,
0-1.
so-
Yeah, it's
You can
0-1.
still block. It's like humble and 0-1.
Yeah. You know these cards.
If that was Flash, it would be really good.
They're but like creatures that don't involve themselves in combat, but are going to win you the game. Those things like Timberwatch Elf in the past and Pingers, they're very rare nowadays. So I find that the need for that specific removal is less and less.
Mm-hmm.
But this is still a removal
Yeah.
in limited.
If you have no other removal, I'd play 1 or 2 and not.
Would you play these kinds of removal or like the forecasting cost thirst
Or
type of cards?
just looking at blue.
That's a good question, Gerald. I prefer the thirst cards.
Yeah.
Especially the flash ones, but
Yeah.
yeah. I don't like the fact that this is basically just it just shuts down the stats. Because the ability part is very rarely.
What's the version of this like 2 casting cost froggy?
Frogify?
Yeah,
Frogify.
it makes it 1/1. It's a card which hardly sees play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Actually, there's also the.
And this is common.
There's also like the blue beast within one, but you give them a 3/3.
the only saving grace of this card is I think there's not a like return an aura from your graveyard to your hand. Return an aura from your
At least
graveyard.
it has some value.
Yes, I think it's slightly better in this format.
This
Frogify was
This
in
could
the-
get through Hexproof if you return it. Yeah.
Yes, and it returns from the graveyard to play on Hexproof. That's also good. I think it's slightly better than it would be in a normal set, but
Yeah, it's still kind of meh. Anyway, we want to get to the best card next.
yeah, I don't even want to talk about this card, man. I know I'm going to lose in this card.
That guy is so good.
What the?
Kiora bets on the Golden State Warriors.
The Golden State sucks right now.
Yeah, but 2015 Warriors. I'm not thinking of an acronym that's so insane, but this card is like so.
KBTSG.
Yeah.
The only reason that this is so good right now with this set is because it's slow.
Yeah.
Everything is slow.
Yeah.
This is like
So this plays to how Theros would be played out.
This is like 7 Takash 8/8 unblockable.
And this is in a set where you're going to see that enchantment played. I don't know why you would want or need to play it more than once in a game, but believe me, you will recur this enchantment.
For sure.
If you can recur it, you're
you
good.
can blink it, return from the graveyard. So you're just basically torturing your opponent at that point, right?
Well, I don't see you losing after you do the game control.
Yeah, I don't see losing, period.
Getting the best permanent from your opponent
And then
after you have your 8/8.
Yeah.
I don't see you losing.
And in constructed, this is probably easily in any green blue that ramps up a bit. Do they still do those?
There's a lot of ramp that's gonna come up in
Yeah.
standard for sure.
Especially, well, this is just MTGA, but Nexus is like was banned in
In
best of
constructed,
one.
I would think it's. I will talk about this more because it's a card later that might make this good, but I think Thassa and Agent of Treachery is a better thing to do when you have lots of mana.
When we get there.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, Medomai's
you
prophecy.
can't say anything nice after going through Kiora Best.
Yeah, I can't say anything bad about you except you. I know other people are going to get that and not.
So
me.
this is the version of like the 2 casting cost which gains 2 lives, 0/4, right?
Yeah, this is the blue equivalent of the Breath of Peletis. The multiple almost worth a card effects. And
So this has like the second mode is basically whiff.
There seems to
Choose
be
a card name. It doesn't do
choose
anything.
a card name.
There seems to be a celebrity coming. There's like cameras and a red carpet in there. Anyway.
So scry to choose a card name. So
So
basically, you want to name a card that you already had, I think, in play, or I mean, you already had in your hand when you cast that, and you have to press your opponent change his game plan to make your optimal play different.
Or something than a scribe.
So I don't really like this because it's giving you 2 cards for 2 mana, but it's making you go through so much.
basically you tell your opponent like a card that you're gonna play next turn.
Yes, and he might do things to make your life heck. This card is going to give you 2 cards, but it will make your hair gray in the process. Like,
And there might be some people prove us wrong that it just makes your deck so consistent, but
it will
it
give
just
you,
seems really slow.
yeah, it will give you 2
Limited control, it just seems really slow.
Okay, I want to play this like one game where I play that and I go,
And then what you just
you're the best to see God.
Look at the top card of
I
this player's
just
library.
just hope it can
Like
see.
what value does that give you?
Try to, well,
No, I mean the 4th one.
the 4th one.
Look at the top card.
If
of
the
each
third
No,
one,
no value.
if this
Right.
third part just didn't have the when you cast it for the first time, it would be
If it
really,
didn't give you
player. You
2
could
cards.
go 4? Like
Yeah.
that's insane.
that would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, when you chose
Not great, that's
But
insane.
now it's so balanced.
yeah, for the first time though, it should have been like when you cast a spell, you could cast 2 of the same spell. Yeah,
Yeah.
for 2 turns from now, you're asking 2 months for 2 mana.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sorry, Benamai, I don't like it.
Sorry, Metal.
But I will test you. But I have a feeling that I will be disappointed in you.
Wait, Medomai's on Theros? I thought he was somewhere else.
The Ageless, he's a mythic from the original Theros.
Here's your dismiss.
No,
Scry 2.
Fuck.
1 mana. No. What's the rider? You get a 3 to your bigger token or draw a card. No.
Yeah.
Scry
Drake says no.
Overpower. Nadir
No.
Kraken.
Nadir Kraken.
If you want, if you do that's
for limited.
that's pretty good in limited.
Yeah,
Whenever you draw a card.
it's scary.
This
Oh,
is
you
something
have to
good.
pay one every time.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
your opponent doesn't solve this for a few turns, you just like, yeah.
Okay. This is really good because I would have thought that you pay X, where X is the number of counters on it. So, for example, you get the counter, and then you have
So
to pay 2 mana
You
for the
just
next
pay
one.
one every time.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
one every time, which is really
This is
good.
really good.
Yeah,
It's
Great
definitely-
buddy as well, like 2/3, 2
Yeah.
devotion.
yeah.
So,
To the motion to 3, solid.
this is really
Top rate rare, maybe top 10 rare in the set for limited and
Not
constructed.
cards like this in constructed, not that good.
I think it's good constructed.
It could be
It could
constructed.
Our
Yeah.
teammate loves
It's not-
this card.
It's not as good as it is in limited.
Our teammate ordered 40 copies of this card. He has as much faith in the card.
No, we'll
So-
see.
You know, this would be mythic if it created as many tokens that it has counters on it.
Oh no,
No,
It's
no.
so broken.
That is
That's broken.
Yeah.
You know, I bet that was his concept and they had to nerf it to this.
yeah.
Mhm. I'm pretty sure they tested it.
And you're like, no, that's broken.
Number of 1/1s, like you have a team. So, no.
It will be 5 to cast or 6 to cast.
Oh, it's crap if it goes beyond 4.
It's a kraken.
crap game.
Naiad of
No,
Hidden
no,
Codes.
This
That's
is
pretty good.
that stacks with the fair.
Oh, for instance.
It's pretty good in blue green Simic for standard, the flat
Yeah.
deck.
This is actually really good in that deck.
For this format, 2 mana, 2/3.
I don't think it's as good in limited,
Eh,
but it's a
I-
3
what
times.
It's basically vanilla having an upside.
Yeah. The
It's
thing is, the
like
sweet
upside.
spot here is 4 toughness, not 3, because I think red and black have minus or 3 damage on commons.
Ah,
So, yeah. But I will always play it. It seems good.
Yeah, it's a bigger gray ogre. So
Yeah,
and
sure.
creature might be relevant.
Born Seaguard. Oh, 4 mana, 2/5.
So more toughness.
I like the cost to stats combo. It's not.
the devotion is
Yes.
insane. Like
It's 2 mana I mean, sorry, it's 4 mana, 2/5, but 2 blue tips. So I like.
and I'm pretty sure it would stick.
Yeah, it's very sticky.
And I think relevant in 5 game toughness.
Yes, that's what I like.
It's gonna be relevant.
At 2 to cast 2 form with an ability with even like minus extra battlefield scry 2, I would like it already, but just straight up an additional toughness, it's really good, I think.
Yeah. Next is the known Blue Omen.
Omen of the Sea.
Let's go to the Omen. Like it got me kind of excited. Huh?
Yeah.
So it's basically like think twice.
Oh, that
It's
is-
basically preordained.
yeah, this is really good.
Especially with that Naiad of Hidden Coves, it's preordained.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah. 6 around for the 1 devotion.
This
So
is gonna
it's think
be,
twice with the Scry 2.
and that's gonna be an engine even in constructed stuff.
Scry 2 first.
There's no think twice. It's just replaces itself. You can't do a second card.
Yeah.
But still, I think it's constructed worthy common.
Yeah, I bet this is the engine of the
Yeah.
control.
Like Murfolk
Yeah, you could just leave it there. It's added devotion if you.
It is,
and-
exactly.
Then if you're desperate, screw it.
Like Murfolk's Secret Keeper turned out to be the surprise constructed worthy card of the last set. Of how really good it is and constructed. I think Omen might be this set. Surprise really good and constructed.
Yeah, this is just really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
One with the stars.
Okay, one with the stars.
Yeah, that creature.
This is all other card type. It's like an O-ring.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks a different way.
Enchanted Permanent.
At first, I thought it had flash.
Oh no. It's basically
It's like an O-ring.
A certain card
that
that
is
reminds me
going
of this. Like I can't remember the name.
that is going to be very, very confusing for judges. I feel like this one, the judge like FAQ for this set, probably one page alone or one of the stars ruling. Like
Yeah.
you can have something with power and toughness, but it's not a creature.
Yeah, it's an enchant.
Yeah. So destroy a target permanent with power 2 or less.
Basically, this is
but it's not a creature. But
It's a good thing it's an uncommon, so you don't see it
that's
often.
that's
Yeah.
why you have this stupid reminder text there. It's no longer a creature.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
this is, I think, this is useless against gods.
Yeah, because
They have.
I think I'm not sure, but I think the gods will override. Like if you
Yeah.
get 5 royalty,
Yeah, it's a
after
guy.
it-
Because they
it
have the
becomes
ability
a
to
guy.
become a creature.
Yeah.
So this is kind of useless against them. I'm not sure. That might be a timestamp thing.
Yeah, but it just loses all the other card types,
Mm.
Meh.
not the ability.
This is probably the worst removal.
It could work.
It's 4 mana, so it's not always premium
Yep.
removable. It's 4 mana, doesn't excel or
It's like a
destroy
thirst.
the creature, but it's a thirst.
Protean.
Protean Thaumaturge.
That's
Ever enchantment
It's-
enters the battlefield.
that sounds fun.
It's kind of tricky. Like,
It's tricky, but it sounds fun.
It's pretty good.
It's just that
Name a target.
He's the best guy. So for 2 mana, and when you play any enchantment, such as Open Embassy, your 2 mana guy becomes his best guy.
okay.
Yeah.
That's the power, toughness, and everything, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't keep.
Oh,
this.
so you could copy your opponent's creature.
Yeah,
Yes, your creature, your best creature. It's still the same.
but he only copies once. He doesn't keep this constellation. Huh?
It does.
Oh, it does.
Except it has.
Oh, it has this bit. Never mind.
Well,
That's good. You can transfer.
Really good. Yeah.
Again.
First pickable, definitely.
I like this next card. What the hell?
Reply turtle.
Flash you.
Probably has some sort of Pixar, like
Yeah.
weird California surfer
cards that I
action.
actually play with.
Actually, looking at that art, it does make me think of the turtle in that Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Flash Defender.
Yeah.
0-5.
Yeah, decent.
I take that over the 1/4s.
For the purposes of defending your butt until you can set up with your combo or your big bombs.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And again, 5 toughness is really fun.
1 mana 0/5. Yeah.
It's not 1, it's 2.
Sorry. 2 mana 0/5. 1 colorless. Sorry. Next, Change of Mysteries.
Mysteries. Tangina why they looks like memories from
Tar-
Whatever
Target
enchantment is.
oh, this is the card that you were talking about.
This is a mill?
Like you can
yeah.
actually mill yourself.
Yes. I think most of the time you want to build yourself, and only when you know that it's going to be, or you have plenty of graveyard hate for escape cards on the spot, and or you know your opponent is in a mill himself deck. It's the only time you want to mill him. But I think if you build yourself a lot, you get a lot of value.
Yes.
Depends on your colors, I guess. Like I really haven't seen enough
escape cards.
escape
Well,
I haven't seen much.
we haven't even gotten to the escape main colors yet.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many titans will are in the set?
two
There's
times.
only 2.
Sea God Scorn, 6 mana. Return up to 3 target creatures. Oh, that used to be Sea God's Revenge.
Yeah.
Now Sea God Scorn. So one more color and no scry.
It just adds enchantment? Is that what it did? Difference?
It's
Yeah.
an M20 voxel
Yeah,
reprint of Captivating Gyre.
It targets enchantments as well.
Yeah.
Probably a one-off. It's
Yeah.
like a falter. So.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's probably your sweeper.
If your opponent has a high mana curve, I would definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
What the hell? Good sphere. I guess it's going to the bottom.
Forecasting
Yeah.
cost 3/2 flyer.
A chimera.
Or not- One. It allows you to reuse your omens, especially with.
So if you don't have any enchantments, you return that to your hand.
That might be really good
Yes.
and limited. Get back all your
Oh,
omens.
other. So it doesn't target.
Oh,
itself.
it doesn't.
So I think
It's
it's
a 4
great.
mana 3. It's a snapping Drake.
I think it's great.
Yeah, trapping is always
this
good
is really
with
good.
incidental upside.
And it has evasion. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the fact
really
that it
good.
doesn't return itself, like
Yeah.
it makes it.
I
Yeah.
bring back my white omen.
Wow.
Shit.
Yeah. Recycling omens.
That's
Definitely.
really good.
Wow.
And actually, there's been a lot of enchantment.
Always makes the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Show Kraken.
And there's
There's a similar card in Eldraine, Sage of Fables.
oh yeah, the 5
Yeah.
casting cost 2/5.
Yeah.
This one has one more power.
But, it's not. One thing that makes me not like this is it itself is not an enchantment creature.
Oh
So it
yeah.
doesn't trigger.
It doesn't trigger itself. If it triggered itself, I'd like it. But since it doesn't, I think
Also, constellations that are enchantment creatures.
it's a Shota Yasuka special of essentially a vanilla 5 mana 3/5 until you play an enchantment. So
Yeah.
different strokes for different folks, not quite
He
my
might-
stroke.
I don't think he'd make a cut in a deck. Maybe lang.
I would understand if people
Maybe
choose
if
to
you're-
not run it.
If you're trying to dig for something.
In limited, probably. But if I was in blue and drafting, I might not pick this card.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of better cards.
That's around
Yeah.
where it is. Yeah. Sleep of the Dead.
Sorcery, tap target creature.
So, want to cast.
Escape.
Sorcery.
Oh,
Stun.
blinding beam,
No.
1/2 of a
Yeah.
blinding beam.
It has upside with escape, but.
Yeah, sorry.
If it wasn't blue, maybe.
This is
But-
not the set where you need to stun a big guy to get through because that's not going to happen often.
Maybe if this had draw a card on it.
Yeah, well, that would be too good.
Yeah.
It would be that instant. Right?
For blue, like, no.
No, skip it. Don't play your Six of the Dead, guys. Then Starlit Mantle. 2 mana for a flash or
Chance creature control.
This reminds me of the
+1/+1 hexproof instant speed.
instant from the set with it's the set with the zombie tokens, like the 0/0 tokens.
zombie tokens. Oh, War of the Spark.
Yeah, it's basically that. You put a 1/1 hex.
What a warm one. I don't think. Yeah.
It's kind of that, like that.
Yeah,
Not worth 2
Well,
mana in a card for, I think, Hexproof.
you could, if you're splashing blue, I suppose that could be something to save your best dude.
Yeah, I think it depends on
That's
how
the
good
best.
your creatures are,
Yeah.
or if you have any key creatures to your strategy. But
Oh, one off.
yeah, one off if at all.
But this
if
is
ever.
probably not going to make your main deck.
Definitely not. Unless you are like starting
It's like pop spell, like you could just attack it
Like-
or something.
only if you have like creatures like the Archon, right? That poops out Pegasus, sure I'd play Starlit Mantles to protect it.
Yeah.
But if you have like without any bombs, no.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, stern dismissal. It's unsummoned.
Oh, wow! Someone's always good.
Yeah, but it has
It's
enchantments too.
But it's just an opponent controls. What I
Oh,
like
you
about
can-
it, some
you
you
can.
can use on yourself.
You can't save your own guy.
that
Oh,
kinda
except
sucks.
for that, yeah. No.
But still, not decent utility.
Well, it depends. Like
It's just a tempo play.
it works. It gives you value if your opponent has a lot of auras.
A lot of these blue cards are aggressive tempo, but I don't see the cheap flying.
No
I don't
creatures to
see
do the
the-
tempo
yeah.
picks.
Exactly.
You're beating. What are you beating down with? What are you getting tempo
No,
for?
nothing. You
Like-
don't even draw cards.
Like Starlit Mantle, it's if you're splashing blue.
Yeah.
Stinging Language. That's actually,
You may tap or untap.
Gadwick Jr.
that's a decent effect though.
But it's
But-
only one spell per turn. That's why it's not
And
really.
it has to be opponent's turn.
Yeah.
No.
To cast 2/1 with a moderate upside.
And it's a fish.
It's too hard.
Yeah.
It's too hard to.
Well, it's an enchantment creature. You know what? I don't really know how much of a benefit whether being an enchantment creature is. I don't know if it's a benefit or a drawback here.
I think it's kind of a benefit as well.
Constellation hasn't been that great.
Oh, there's some.
Except one.
There's
One or
some like value for Constellation.
Yeah.
So I guess like having multiple of those actually offsets the drawback of it being an enchantment.
Which is what they're balancing it with.
Exactly.
So it's okay. 2 to cast 2, huh?
Yeah, it gets there and it's
And
really helpful.
if it doesn't die, you're.
But then again, that deck doesn't really exist in this format. The deck. I don't think blue has any aggressive 1-drops,
Yeah.
which you need.
At best, you're a bit into the mid-late game. You're tapping one thing on his turn log.
Not really,
Not really.
because you didn't have flash spells or instants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
don't
get to
see
run
you
out of
playing a lot
Yeah.
of instants.
Yeah.
You probably don't have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to Sweet
Yeah.
Oblivion.
Target player puts it up.
Ah,
What? The one card milling victory
so
condition.
this is the secret keeper of the set.
Are you gonna draft it, right?
So
I'll try.
this is your Miller with
Win
condition.
I could try.
I think once again you're gonna want to target yourself. I don't see you being able. Ideally, can you target your opponent 3 times with a thing? Do you going to have to exile yourself? No, it's really I think fuel your own
Bigger.
graveyard.
No, it's hard. It's uncommon as well. Like it's hard to get probably like 4 of these.
Yeah. So blue, I don't understand blue here because blue seems conflicted. Its cards are either long term milling yourself and building up value or tempo. And I don't think
The tempo cards have been terrible.
You don't attack.
they don't work together, man. So
That's,
no, I think blue is not going to be very good. Other than the rare bombs, which are insane.
Or maybe you
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
where it's
Like the best card we've seen so far was a Kraken that keeps scrapping out.
Yeah, the saga, the Cura best.
That and the rare one that keeps scrapping
Yeah, the
out
2/3.
shit.
Yeah. As to
Well,
whether it's rares, I don't know, man. Blue seems to be.
Alright. Tassa has to redeem blue.
Oh,
Can she?
so it's 6/5 at 4.
If your ends the vixen. So she Resto Angels your guy over and over.
Tassa, the rebranded Conjurer's Closet. That
Yes.
occasionally beats up your opponent.
Tap
That
another
one
creature for
4 mana. It's too expensive.
Yeah, but sometimes relevant.
Yeah, something's relevant.
Except one another. You want copy?
It's not as awesome as it looks.
It's
I agree with
decent.
Gerald.
It's just
Like
decent.
most of the time, it's not a creature for sure.
Yeah.
Like I don't see you getting into
And syempre, if you're comparing to old Tassa.
5 Devil 5. I
This
think
is
it's
a god that I think you need to play with more than once just to get a feel for it. It seems weak to me, honestly. Unless
There will be
you already
some-
have a deck that's good, in which case,
It's basically a blink.
yeah, so you have to have a deck with lots of comes into play abilities.
Mm-hmm.
But if your deck already has a ton of comes into play abilities, your deck is already pretty good. So process is basically icing on the cake for your deck.
I imagine
Just
how
more
this.
redundancy, I guess.
I imagine how this card looked when they're conceptual.
Oh, and I don't like it.
What?
She doesn't blink enchantment, so she can't blink omens. If she could blink omens,
Then yeah,
No.
yeah,
It should be creature.
yeah.
I imagine in construction of design of this card that the activated ability was actually the blink, and then she taps at the end of her end step of the time or something. I imagine baliktad tong last 2 abilities.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah,
I
then they
can see
nerfed
that.
it. Then they nerfed it.
Yeah. And probably cheaper if it's blink. Probably blue to colorless for a blink.
Yeah.
Then at the beginning of combat on your bottom, you can tap a creature. But that's too good, I think. That's
Yeah,
too good.
obviously.
For limited, I guess like it's not so much, but it has potential for standard.
Might
Status intervention. Okay. Basically, just one
Might be
mode of
wrong.
that. I really don't see myself casting it for the counter spell mode. But that is one good ability.
What's the best comparison? Dig through time?
It's close.
Yeah.
Dig through time that you could actually do for cheap.
Yeah. Look top X, get 2.
Careful consideration is like draw 4.
Draw 4, then discard 3. Discard 2 if it's your main phase.
So this at 4 mana. Look at
We'll
2.
you
put
this is
2.
draw 2. This is 4. This
So
is
at 4, it's inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah. At 3
At-
it's draw 1.
At 7, which is how much I would realistically expect to pay the most for it, let's look at the top 5 and get the best 2. So it's basically a factor fiction. So basically, it's a 7 to cast factor fiction.
Which you could do early, I guess.
It could.
This you could cast
You
for
could because it's instant. If that was sorcery.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I mean, it's just it's raw card advantage, but it's an even worse rate than Crazes, I think, for me.
It's not so bad.
Yeah,
It's flexible.
but at 8 with X for 6, a Crazes will give you 3 cards and 3 life. That will give you the best 2 cards of 6. I mean, and the body. So
The consolation is you could do it for cheap.
You did. That's it. But the absolute minimum that you want to cast, you can cast it for is 4, and I would
basically
feel
the-
really bad casting it for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far the weakest. I think it's one of the weaker interventions, if not the weakest.
For constructed, at least you have this flexibility with the card,
Yeah.
which makes it look better at least.
Looks better, but I think it's
It might be overrated if I consider.
At least it could function as a cancel.
Yeah.
so status oracle. Oh, this single-handedly cost the price of Hermit Druid to spike overnight.
2, 1, down.
And weeks in advance if you believe the conspiracy theories.
Oh,
Conspiracy
wow.
theories that are true.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's good and limited. Wow, it's 2 devotion for 1/3.
It can win you a game.
It's basically what you want to do on turn 2. The best fair play to make on turn 2 is this guy. Like 2 to cast, 1/3, try to, but devotion to the Yeah.
Good.
Almost that will always make the
Oh, it's a rare.
Yes, because at the very last line of its rules text, you'll be like, wait a second.
Mhm.
So basically,
It's possible it will steal
yeah.
games.
So basically, people will play Hermit Druid, activate it for put your library in the graveyard, and just cast it on the spot.
Yeah, you win.
2 cards. But that is like EDA commander territory and
Yeah. In constructed standard
limited.
pioneer.
Great, I love it. I didn't like Omen Speaker, but the fact that it's blue in the free sky too. The fact it's blue make it better than another.
Yeah, that was blue on the
Also, it's a Merfolk, which
It might
have use in modern Merfolk.
We'll see in the future.
Next, Transfer Meaning, one of the best cards to set for Constructed. I've been waiting for this
Yeah.
card for so long. This is part of a mono blue cycle of compulsive research, thirst for knowledge, and now we have this guy.
It's good.
Yeah.
This card is good.
A noble lineage of constructed great cards. And it's a common this time. And in instant, unlike
This is
compulsive
really
research.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
This is
Definitely
very good.
top 5 for constructed. And
And you can discard
And
that,
it's a common.
yes, exactly, it's common.
And in
Wow.
constructed, you're going to discard Titan siguro.
You can,
Or no.
you can just,
Actually,
you know, like typical blue eye control deck. You can just discard Oben or something.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're up. It takes you 3, and then
Yeah.
its cards up. Shouldn't discard it much.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good with discarding 2 lands as well.
This is
It's
just
just,
so
it's
good.
just so good.
You will be very used to seeing this. Yeah, definitely.
This is good everywhere. Get it?
Exactly.
This card is good everywhere.
Foils will be expensive. Wag kayo magpaloko. To know this singer. Flash flying. One.
You can speak, Gwen. It's fine. There's about
Oh, it's Flash.
Why is X1 is oh.
It's
Well,
like the fairy from
tricks.
the
It's to the
corset,
past,
I guess.
I guess.
So the guys 1-3 Flash flying though. Flash flying is pretty
Flash
good.
flying is always good.
Yeah,
And then you can
1-2 guy.
It
This
might get you
level-
a card, like two minding their own business, fighting, and then you go even. Whoops!
Yeah.
It's good. It's always. I think it's an always play, and it has
Yeah.
potential. To
1-3 flying is fine.
Then the ability to it's
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Always play 6 up 7 out of 10 for Theros Singer.
Alright. Tricks, the Southern Storm.
Another bomb. Look at that! Oh my God! 4-5 Flash fly. Oh my God! There's text after that.
Yeah, which basically is
This
like
is such a green card, though. Spells you cast it on TMC 5
Yeah.
creator. It's definitely like a blue-green play battleship magic.
Yeah. Battle cruiser.
Battle cruiser battleship.
Anyway, as a 5 mana 4-5 Flash flying, it's like the best.
That's already good.
It's so
We don't care about the last.
I love airy. So
I mean, like what? It's on par with Archangel Avacyn.
What the?
Right? So, okay, great.
Game blue
Top-
this.
Top,
this
top
downside
10
is-
rares for limited, huh?
the only downside it's a legend compared to like airy or like
Yeah, but it's a rare, so the odds are constructed.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm playing my style and draft, I definitely get this guy first.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
everyone give this guy
This
first.
guy's a first pick.
No one would.
So
yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, a no-brainer broken card. Broken rare.
Right?
that's a fun.
Towering Wave Mystic deals damage. It's good. It triggers even if it's blocked
And it's Murph.
or blocked.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So you're gonna mill yourself most of the time if you show up. I think it's good.
And if I don't know, maybe if you got into Lord of Atlantis somehow. Jesus.
2-1. Wow. So, sure, mill 2.
Yeah, that is going in most draft decks,
Yeah.
sealed decks. Yeah, that would be.
Constructed.
It's your don't die. It's your don't want to die, or so I'm doing something early so I can drop it. Provides fuel for your mid and late game plays. Great.
It's right
And then
home.
Wave Rider. Jump. Might as well jump.
Oh, Phantom Monster.
Yeah,
Without
Phantom
flying.
Monster without.
We're back to the stupid tempo cards.
3-3 is fine. Like, you just.
But there's a lot of. Aren't there a lot of 4 mana 3/4s?
No, you jump every
Yeah.
time. So.
But the thing is, without your jumping, I'm sorry, Mr. Triton here, you seem to be outclassed by white common.
And
commons.
Tortakas, even if you're a merfolk.
Yeah.
I don't see you attacking with blue, anyways.
Yeah.
Next.
Next thing is,
No.
Tortakas.
R.I.P. Windrake.
Yeah. End of turn, Windrake.
1997 to 2019. R.I.P. Windrake. Sorry. You have been power crept.
Next.
Not really. It's a bird. So
Oh yeah.
I don't think like birds have value.
You might see
You're
this.
tribal, I guess, with Candy Keeper.
You can see this in cheap ass standard deck.
You know, there's always going to be this
Aura.
bird commander player who's going to argue with you that no, birds are good, but I don't have combos. Right?
Hell no.
So, but flash flying, think to cast 2/2. Fly. Yeah.
That's
good.
good. That's good for limited.
It's good. Yep, exactly.
Water break hippocamp.
One.
Wow.
Cast
Very
suppressive
impressive.
abilities.
This could work.
This is a rare.
Yeah, it could work.
Yeah,
Like works for me.
I think that is it's secretly at least 4 to cast. I think you're going to cast it on the third, and you're going to cast it on the fourth turn, and then have a mana up for an
this
instant
is,
right away.
And this is a much better effect than that fish we saw earlier.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
reduction, but that's a rare versus a common.
Yeah.
You really can't compare.
Yeah. But it's the only other card we've seen with that
It's a
kind of
horse
thing.
and a fish.
Hippocamp.
Hippocamp.
But it's called the hippo.
Yeah.
I don't know. Poseidon names that shit. Each spell be positive. Oh, this is the. It's like the counter spell in RTR that you can overlord to counter everything.
Parang Flusterstorm din. Like, I don't know. It counters triggers.
Yeah, pretty good. Basically, it's a 3 mana.
It reminds me of what's that one in RTR? If you overload it, counters everything. I forget. Whatever.
I don't pay attention to cards anymore.
It's anti-grape shot, and or it's a decent counter spell. It's what you call that again? From Edgar Walt, the free to cast counter spell that's rare, being this something. Disallow.
Yeah.
That's disallow.
It's disallow.
It's a common spell. Keep an eye out for the foil version. Might be good because it's
Just to beat Storm.
True.
Alright, the last blue card.
That's blue card.
Well, we're done.
Tomorrow's.
3/4 flyer.
Scry one on the stage.
Or the cast for flying.
I'll
Always
play it.
playable. Yep.
Good, good for limited. Scry is just icing. We're moving to black.
Yeah. Wow, a thought erasure that's monocolored, but use one life.
Target where just non-land.
Still good. I think it's going to be
Oh yeah?
everywhere constructed and limited. Okay,
Thought Erasure is exile as well, no?
thought erasure is this discard. But
This is
a
exile.
surveil. That is thought erasure. Let's use surveil.
Okay.
So let's just cheat one cross. There.
Oh, it's like this is gonna be their Thoughtseize.
Yeah, it's a bad thought seize.
Yes.
It's gonna be their
You pay 1 more mana, you lose 1
You
less
lose
life.
less life.
But Toss is one of like the best card in its in the Pioneer.
Yep, that's why everyone's buying that shit. Oh, let's
I
see.
feel like a cacophony at the beginning.
I think it's worth a try to put this main deck. Like,
That's
some
decent.
black there.
It's definitely decent.
Good. It's not going to be making many tokens, but the fact that it's a 2 mana flyer,
Yeah.
2/1 flyer is good.
That's
She's a Pegasus charger.
And if she stays on board, all the better.
Yeah. when you reach the mid game, she does something. We just work
Definitely
through her
upside.
legendary status.
That's a legendary. That was a legendary, be so good.
So 2 to cast, 2 mana, 2 to cast flyer always.
Yes.
2 power
Decent.
flyer always.
It's good. Not decent, it's good.
Not great, but it's good.
Yeah.
Aspect of lamp.
So here's the thing that we were talking about.
You're talking about Mark of
But
the
no
Vampire.
+2/+2.
Yeah, no.
But he discards
This is
them.
what do you call that from Ravnica? Strands of Undeath.
Same thing?
More or less, Strands of Undeath give you regenerate for 4 mana, and usually combo it with one of those creatures that lures creatures. This gives you lifelink, and if you can land it, it is almost it's already a 2/1 by itself. Plus,
It's value.
yeah, if you put it on like a 3/3 or larger creature, it becomes a must deal with, or you lose the game in quick succession. So
Yeah.
I would say it's better than it. For people who have a hard rule in their head that auras are not good, this is good because it comes into playability. And if you can replay it more than once, even if the host dies,
Yeah.
you're going to be way ahead.
So at worst, it's a Fortocast discard too.
Yes.
Yeah,
But-
only if it resolves.
Yeah, all of it resolves.
Yeah.
But there are lots
I mean-
of ways to return an enchantment from your grave with your hand.
Yeah.
Go for it. Next is this is perhaps the best common in the set, Light Breath Cattle Bleed.
You think so?
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's flame.
6 mana 3/2. Yeah, it's Flame Tongue for Devotion.
Yeah.
So basically 6 mana.
-2/-2.
Yeah, worst case scenario -2/-2.
At worst.
But the thing is, okay, it's not good because I don't think it. For example, you cast that and you target your opponent's creature. If you kill this in response to the ability going on the stack, and this is your only black permanent, it will get -0/-0 because you have no more devotion.
Yeah, it checks for it.
Yeah, that is the only situation where it's really bad. But otherwise, it's 4 mana for 3 decent power, and Yeah, it's 1-to-1 basically, and usually you're going to get it for 3 or 4. So I think also you can recur it, you can blink it. It's shrinkable basically. I think without the ability to cast it for cheaper. But then shrinkable was too good. This is just about good. So it's always playable, and I will take it almost over any uncommon or common in this set.
That's fair.
Cling to dust. I'll target card.
Some targets for me first you gain 3.
Oh, otherwise you draw a card. It's pretty good. It's
So you remove something besides a creature you draw. So you cycle.
yes. Or if it's a creature, you get 3. But then again, it's just wasting your graveyard, and you can remove another card. See, though this is sad. The blue think thrice. The black one is much better. It's a single. Okay, you have to have a card in his graveyard, but look at that, right? It's so much better than the other. Well, it's different, but technically it's better. I think.
That's decent.
I think it's really good.
Yeah,
For black,
it might be really good.
its specialty is removing graveyard. So.
This Discordant Piper.
So, when Discordant Piper dies, obviously for sacrifice decks provides 2 bodies for 1 card.
Are there lots of sack outlets here?
Yeah, red, black. The main focus is sacrifice and escape.
We'll see.
This is decent for limited. This is
Yeah,
decent.
but only if your deck can use the mood to go through sacrifice. Otherwise,
He's failure.
yeah.
It's blocker still.
Next is
Drag to the
the other world. Oh, it's supposedly the premier common. I don't see it. I mean, it's.
I like it. It's terminate.
Yeah, but it's terminate. But
It might be too tough.
you have to have a two. You have to have a black Casicos permanent.
Or maybe like I'm wrong, like murder. Like,
Yeah, it's murder.
Yeah, it's more likely murder. I did see a black.
Yeah, it's just murder, man. I mean, like,
No,
and it doesn't even have escape.
no,
If it had escape, I'd be like, this card's really good, but no.
Yeah. Pioneer, this is probably surely a tuta cast.
but at
I
least
don't know. Hey,
Well, it's a neat destroyed dragon creature.
yeah,
Yeah, always good.
we've
but
had worse. So
I'm not buying the hype. I mean, people are saying
is it hyped?
Yeah, people are saying it's good for construction. I don't think so.
because
It's
it's
It's okay.
because it
Like,
destroys with no fucking targeting restrictions.
The best.
I'd rather play a card like destroy target creature or walker. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the ceiling is
Realistically,
a
it's
tool to cast, like Doomblade, black Doomblade. The ceiling, the
Yeah.
floor is the floor is worse. If you don't have any black permanents, it's 4 mana destroy.
Yeah.
you don't want to be restricted to just creatures.
So really good in limited because it's flat out removal, but not in constructed.
We'll see.
Right out.
So anyway,
Yeah, 8 extinction right there, right away there. 4 mana, except target creature or planeswalker, and
there's this little
It's-
upside.
surveil 1.
Yeah.
Surveil 1. Yeah. Because you don't like to use 2.
This is
ability
we've
works
seen
out
this
there.
card a lot.
So this is your Vasquez
This is-
contempt.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
your 4 mana.
This is the worst one I've seen so far, at least in the latest standards.
Yeah, but you're gonna play this because it's
Because
it's an
that's what
instant
it
red
does.
boar.
Well,
Yeah.
you have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not
Like
being given.
Because Brasco Contempt is gonna you have this.
It's flashable at the very least.
And well, I guess that this card thing might be good with the next thing.
I'll specify
Oh no,
there.
di pala. I thought this
Okay,
was
Surveil.
I thought that was
The eldest junior, the youngest reborn. It's got the eldest reborn junior. Yet another.
It's 3, so-
Yeah, 3. So, alright, right away, abilities 1 and stages 1 and 2 are worth a card to automatic great. So it's a great
Yeah.
card. 2 is 1.
Then the exile is also relevant.
The X is very relevant in this format.
Yeah, so this is just a really good card.
It's
Wow.
and it's
Yeah.
uncommon. What the?
I love the
The art is great. Too.
The 2.
Yeah, it's Legion's End and Into a Duress.
Yeah.
Pretty good. For 3 mana.
And you empty the graveyard as well.
Yeah, that is constructed worthy, I think.
This is just really good. See this card, get that card. That's the
that's
that card.
like main deck.
Yeah. And it's gonna be
Yeah,
constructed.
enemy of Enlightenment. Enemy of...
What
Enlightenment. 6 casting cost 5/5. It's a demon, so I like it already. Gets -1/-1 for
the second ability suggests to me it should be a lot cheaper.
for each card in your opponent's hand. So
It's a 5/5 flyer, Marty. I mean, for an uncommon black flyer for 6 mana, I'd expect a 3/3. So that guy will be on average, I think, maybe 3/3 when you play it.
Yeah, but
in the deck that you want to play it.
Yeah, true.
And then he keeps the players honest, like,
Yeah.
this guy's a card.
I think that's most of the time like 2/2 to 3/3.
This is very, very good. I will almost always play one. I think
Which one?
This enemy of the event.
Of course.
Yeah, I just thinking
2 is too many, but
the second ability is making me think because of that shadow it should be undercosted.
that's
But yeah.
yeah,
I guess that's as balanced as you can make this card.
yeah.
I think these creature is like just perfect for the pace that's for Theros. Like it's slow, it's grindy, 6 casting cost 5/5 late.
It's a
game.
build around. Like it goes into a deck, and you know what kind of deck it goes into.
Yeah.
It's spelling it out for you.
It's good and
I want
it's good in
this
its
and
place.
yeah. So.
And those other discards up there that we
Yeah.
saw.
You can actually play it with blue as well. Like you could bounce something, we discard that, whatever.
Alright,
Wow.
we move to another god.
Erebos. What's this?
Whenever another creature you control dies, you may pay 2 life, you do draw a card.
So it's greed.
Sap another
Pay
creature,
to
target
draw.
creature gets -2/-1 until
What does the old Erebos do?
players can gain life.
Yeah, players can gain life and
Yeah.
pay 1 colorless, 1 black, draw a
Draw a
card.
card. Is that lose 1 life?
Lose
Lose 2
2
life.
So this is like worse.
This is strictly worse.
I think it's great because it's a repeatable creature removal.
Yeah.
I mean, Liliana, the last hope is $50.
But you need to sacrifice a creature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So
but the theme of black in this set is sacrifice. So it's not there's lots of sacrifice fodder and
Yeah,
there's
like
Oh, like
Sorry.
the one with the goat.
yes, like the goat guy. Yeah, there's lots of sacrifice fodder. And creatures that affect the board and have abilities that don't involve combat are rare, and this thing is unstoppable.
This
It's
is
indestructible.
The
It's
upside
one of
for
the
it
better
is really good.
Is it easier to get to 5 devotion for black compared to other colors?
I think its ability, its activated ability is one of the most powerful. It's better than Helion's to me, and it's better than Thassos to me.
Is -2, -1 enough? Like I don't think it kills much.
It's kill just in a vacuum, just -2/-1ing a creature, but there's combat involved also. So and or
It's-
there's combos with other cards.
but you
Like
also-
a creature that when it dies, it probably deals damage or discards someone discards and or gives another -1/-1.
and you do
So-
draw a card if you pay 2 lives.
Yeah, and you do the
How often do you do that? Like I did not see much gain life from black, anyways.
well, probably there's some life gain cards coming up. I think.
Right there, the next
Alright,
card is good.
Yeah.
Next life.
But that's a rare also. I don't think that's rare.
Constructed wise.
I don't think that's.
It is rare.
Target
creature gets
Now that is good choices because both are.
really relevant.
It's about a 70% more often you're going to kill the creature and gain life, but the 30% or less that you accept the graveyard is going to be very key also. I think.
So it's like drain life with exile.
Yeah, -X matters because of the gods.
Yeah. So you can kill gods
Yeah.
with this shit.
And
I think Loki, this is going to be a very mana hungry environment because cards with escape are very mana hungry.
Do we have a land like Nicholas in this set?
Yes, it's an artifact.
Oh shit. There you go.
Next card, Final Death. Oh, okay. That's your
Limited removal.
seems that nowadays they come in with a recipe for black and red. They put 3 common removal spells. The first one is a minor removal spell. The second one is an okay one that removes both creatures, and the third one is exile. The equivalent of that is in Eldraine is what are the removals? Reef Soul, Big in a Pie, and Festive Funeral. So yeah, so that eventually this set apparently it's Final Death is the top. Then later on, I think it's Mare's Grasp is the second. But there are also a minor effect, yung 1 mana removal. So this is the top end removal. Clearly good, clearly designed to be good in this set.
It should be. Exile matters here.
Matters a lot.
Yeah.
And you could easily splash for it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You all know this is the good removal.
Okay. Fruit of Theros. This is I think it's maybe undervalued by people looking at the spreader. I think it's better than it looks because it's just there.
Is that card the red wall like that triggers whenever you cast instant or sorcery? Do you want to all? I
I'm
want
not
all
sure.
opponents still in standard. Because if that card is still there, this is definitely in that deck.
This card reminds me of a card called Bump in the Night. I think it's Bump in the Night.
Yeah.
It's Bump in the Night again.
But it's
But to cause an equivalent amount of life loss is Bump in the Night. You have to escape twice. But it's black and the escape is 4 instead of a flat pack of 6. So I think it's possible. You will get. I think it's possible also that you will cast it up to 3 times with escape. So it might be up to 6 to 8 in a game.
Yeah, but I don't see me playing this card.
That's not your style.
Yeah. I think it will get there. I think it's unappreciated. I mean, it's not great by the means of it, but it's not unplayable garbage.
It's something you can work with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Funeral rites. It's the draw. It's the block draw spell.
So this basically
What's that card before?
Read
It's basically the same.
the bones of the set.
Read the bones.
You know, every set has a read the bones. It's always decent.
but it doesn't have fixing.
It doesn't have
it doesn't have fixing or it doesn't give you a free food.
No,
So
But the mill too might be relevant.
yeah, I think the Mildew is like weaker than what they usually get. So I guess
this doesn't actually have a choice.
It's better here.
You put
Yeah.
your
as a read the bones, it's slightly below the standard of read the bones that
It's strictly worse.
Yeah.
But the mill too might have some color.
But it's still read the bones at the end of the day. It's still a way to go up. And it is a slow format. So the read the bones have to be worse in this format.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah.
Lifelink. Here we go.
Sorry.
4 mana,
Five
5 mana, 4
lifelink.
lifelink.
Hey, that's interesting.
Search
And
for card.
Tomb.
That's interesting.
Search your name for a card in
But
Tomb.
it's
Yeah.
5 to cast.
5 casting cost 4/4 lifelink.
It's good. The good is good.
Limited, sure.
Yeah, limited.
Constructed.
Not really. I don't know. Maybe there is a reanimation deck that can use this.
Yeah, I think like there's some going on, but I don't think you could muster the courage to play
I think you pay
Reanimator now.
Yeah, they're paying
Since there's
too
a
much.
lot of
Yeah, we don't have that.
graveyard hate right now.
5 mana for Entomb Sorcery, but no thank you for that.
He's probably definitely an EDH card.
Oh yeah, definitely. Next.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone.
he's back.
Yeah, the merchant.
He's back.
Sorry, Gary. When you were brand new 7 years ago, I was able to play 2, 3, 4, 5 of you in the deck. But now, you have a rep. You're the face of the set. So
Was he uncommon before?
common before.
So like you'll
Yeah.
see less of this.
Now basically it's, I have a Grey Merchant of Asphodel. And I want to build my deck around the one Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
Before you just grab this, Erebus,
Yeah.
and anything you have black, go.
Yeah, but before you grab it, the two to cast three wall. Then like two of those and that guy like I don't be for four.
Phalanx, man.
Yeah, return phalanx.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
We know this guy.
Anyone
Grim
who's playing Magic knows this
Physician.
guy.
Dice are like is this like Festering Goblin?
Festering you.
Pretty much.
Festering goblin, that's right.
Yeah, right.
What is a zombie without the goblin die? It's
it's
really worse festering goblin.
Yeah, okay. Filler. It's
Oh,
filler.
Lifelink.
This is interesting. This Hateful Eidolon. I think this is the edge wall keeper of the set. Because you pay him, then you pay your auras that deal damage to
You get
minus
them all
myself.
back.
So he's your funny engine card of the set. But the thing is, he's much better than the edge wall because he's already a lifelink 1/2 enchantment creature.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's like the Alsaid guy, but
A deck built around him just reloads their hand possibly.
yeah, exactly.
I'm still not a fan of those. Like,
Yeah,
I've
because you
yet
can
to
spot
see-
them before they get
You'll see like later on, like the Myers grass.
I'll be a fan if I get punished this weekend by the Eidolon.
Next card is Inevitable End.
At the beginning of your upkeep, sack a creep. But that's like. It's
I don't
like
like it.
I'm gonna
Basically,
suck. You're gonna suck here. Whoever's in charge.
Yeah, basically,
It's a bad dude.
Yeah.
It's an edict.
Yeah.
If it's a bad, it's a slow eating because if he's got a really good creature but a
And-
bunch of filler,
And
worse yet like the
it's not keep
2/1
of your
zero.
opponent, right?
What?
It's
Yeah.
not keep of your opponent, right?
Yeah,
Not the
Yeah.
owner of the job.
my upkeep. Oh no, it's slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Lamparad, Nim.
Anyway.
I think this is good. This is a common. Like Vampire Aristocrat, the 0 to cast, the 1 to cast 0/3 from M19.
Yeah, if only it
This is secretly going to win many games. With
If only
Vampire
it wasn't
Aristocrat.
an activated ability.
Yeah,
But
but even then, look at the drain for that. That thing adds up.
yeah,
I'm telling you guys.
I've played against aristocrats. I know how it
Yeah,
is.
that's great.
Wait. Next.
Minions return.
Dominions return. Nick.
Shout out to my minions. That is a functional reprint of False Demise.
Oh yeah.
It never really made
Yeah.
waves before. I don't think it's going to really matter nowadays.
Yeah.
Postimize is 5, right?
No, 3.
In some blue?
The alliances.
Yeah.
This
Was
is
it
like
3 or
3
5?
mana.
It's like 3 to cast Undying without the plus.
But this
one
has
plus one
flash.
counter.
Oh, it's just flash.
This is flash, yeah.
Maybe slightly better.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's flash, so
Yeah, the flash makes
I
it
don't
decent, I guess. It's like
yeah, it's
So-
added value. Like you could retrigger a
it's like you undying your guy
yeah.
without the plus one counter.
yeah, but under like 1 mana black instance to do that.
Yeah, actually, they're better cards than this
Yeah.
than the same. Yeah,
Let's see.
Not a fan.
it's
My
limited.
reflection-
Might be good.
Okay.
It's probably on your sideboard.
Right.
That's right. Oh, okay, this is great.
Death touch makes
2 mana,
this
2/1 death touch already. It's good, but
What the hell? Gain 2
Yeah.
life, ba?
yeah.
That's a
Wow.
lot.
Well, this is a constructed worthy card.
This is good.
Just happens to be
And,
And
weird.
what the hell? It's zombie Murph.
Merfolk.
yes.
Or black.
Medallion zombie is finally like
Yeah.
after like 19 years. Another zombie.
Merfolk zombie. Huh.
And it's just black.
I mean, those are both relevant.
Like see like there look Myers Grasp.
You know.
Let's come with so many things like that Eidolon.
Yeah.
Return an enchantment, return an aura to play, return an aura to your
This
hand.
is the removal.
I think that is the second. That is
This
the
is-
other best common in this episode. Is the Kettle Deepness.
Yeah. So you're probably gonna see a lot of combos with this.
Yeah,
Wow.
So it's an
I've noticed something in the past few sets. Black has moved away from having an instant -3/-3. It's now sorcery -3/-3.
Yeah.
If you notice, it's moved. No more nameless inversion or what do you call that?
Last gasp.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
It's sorcery speed for black. So red is the number one in small removal, black is second. But I think they have to put it on a tier and it's supposed to make the black one
Someone has to be
slower.
better.
Yeah.
So
Mongoose is favorite. Yes, you know that is the small removal on the com.
On
That's
holy
common.
strength.
No, it's +2/-1.
Oh, never mind.
It's unholy weakness.
So the trick with this card is, if you have 4 mana and 2 cards in the graveyard, you play the creature.
You need 5 mana.
Yeah. Then you can play with another creature with dice.
You could see it removing a 1 toughness also. Then you can also use it to buff your big guy.
Yeah. It's okay.
And its exile is decent. Only 2.
Yes, it's Escape 2. I think all cards with Escape 2 are better than they seem. Escape 2 is such a negligible cost.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
There's separate top 10 rares among the set.
It's a flying Derelor.
For the S4.
Oh, wow.
Flying Derelor.
What the token?
What the hell is so good?
You know, it's one.
Yep.
Shit.
Who cares if it's 1/1?
The
It comes
Wow.
something with an ETB or upkeep thing. You bring back a gun, I don't care if it's 1/1.
triggered
Oh, but it's fair. It's whenever creature you control dies.
Yes.
But it starts with Death Trigger. So you have a 2/1, then it dies, then you get a 1/1, but you also have a 1/1/0/1 go.
Oh yeah.
You can imagine it with the Orzhov guys, the guys with the afterlife. So it dies, you get the afterlife token, then you get the token, which will make another afterlife when it dies again. Right? Which is sick.
This is sick.
Yeah. Sick, always take it first pick. First pick. And I would shift to black for that.
So we go to a vanilla card. 4 Takas, 4/3 Cuento.
It's good for devotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the meat and potatoes card.
And it's
At least it's not a cockroach.
Yeah. At least they're 40 now.
It's a Minotaur.
Yeah, you don't want
So-
4/2.
So red, black, you can have the 4 to cast 40. That used to be a red card. Those red, blue are this one. Yeah.
Okay, Omen of the Dead. This seems like the weakest one. So.
Yuck.
I think it's good, but it's
This
not,
is better in
you
limited.
can't just proactively cast it in the early game.
Yeah.
You
This
have
is
to have
better
a
in
time.
limited because like you get your best guy.
Yeah, it's powerful because you get your best card and best guy back.
Or you
And a
keep it
bonus
on your side.
card. But unlike the other, you just can't cast it early for no reason.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like it.
But still, it's the worst Omen we've seen so far.
Yeah.
So it's an instant race dead.
Yup.
Unlike the other Omens, this might not be constructive.
Oh, no.
constructively.
No.
That's
Probably
definitely
not.
not constructive. Faraga's Libation.
Oh, it's an edict.
Target opponent sacrifices an enchantment on a mono black card. I've been playing Magic for like
I've never seen something.
25 years.
Yeah.
A mono black card that removes the enchantment right away.
Never seen.
Wow! I've never seen that. That's a
That's
unicorn to me. That's a unicorn.
Most of the time, I'm going to be using for the edict. But yeah, that flexibility.
I haven't seen like
makes it
this
so much
Gate of
better.
Erections. It's antiquities.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
There's always a time for first.
Yep, and that is not technically not the first, but the first time in a long time.
This is pretty good.
The fact that it also has like the edict is.
This is a very good
Which-
common.
Yeah.
This is a very good common.
I think
Yeah,
like,
it's okay. It's a 1:1 card if you play it right, no matter what.
Yeah. Very, very
It's
good.
1:1.
You can see it in constructed.
yes, for sure.
Yeah. Sack a creature.
Yeah.
It kills a gun.
Yeah.
Farika's pawn.
How about the goddess to be active?
Ooh, Gorgon.
I know it's enchantment.
I have a fetish for these Gorgon. But
Farika's
this one
pawn.
doesn't really have.
Escapes with 2+1.
Yes, Gorgons aren't hotties. I have to say. Okay, this reminds me of what's her name? This is the worst keepsake Gorgon, but it's a throwback to her.
It
Keepsake
is.
Gorgon was a 5 to cast 2/5 with Death Touch in the original. That's the monstrosity that destroyed the target non-creature.
Yeah.
So it's the same, almost the same thing. It's a 3 to cast 3/4. Then its ability when you escape it, it's a 1/0. It edicts the guy.
Yeah.
So I can see the comparison to Keepsake of Gorgon, even though they do different things. The spirit of the card is in this one. It's a tribute to the original one.
This escape is actually XL3, but the mana cost
Yeah,
is
it's
6.
okay.
What mana cost?
Forecasting
Yes.
cost for a 3/4 is like
This seems better than I
It's
originally
okay by itself.
thought. Yeah,
It's just a bonus.
It's definitely decent. Can be in your limited deck.
And if you escape, like it's a 5/6.
Yep.
Yep.
It has a big upside.
Yeah.
Right, another Minotaur.
Creature control.
No.
It's
It's last of that behemoth with just something. I guess
I know this effect is more for that red card that gives you all those Minotaurs that we'll see later. But
I played last of that behemoth and I haven't felt bad about it, so I will play that guy. I guess.
he's
So 5/4.
he's aggressively costed. I guess he's decent.
Yeah.
He's common, so
Yeah.
don't pick too many of these.
No. One.
Yeah, that might be one. Scavenging Party. Relevant effect, flying 2/1.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, on curve it's still fine.
Yeah, I have 2 mana flyers. 2/1 mana flyer.
Late to mid game, you're exiling
It
something.
comes up. There are a lot of 2 mana flyers limited for 3 mana, and they haven't really been bad cards. So I guess this continues to.
Evasion is good. Next,
Soul Reaper of Mobius.
What's the
Spark
version of this?
Reaper.
Yeah.
Spark Reaper.
But that's 3 colorless, right?
Yes, but this is surprisingly good. Guys, don't sleep on this guy. Sometimes
Yeah.
you'll have a
This
stalemate.
is
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
the
Oh, this
stalemate
doesn't
winner.
have game
This is
life
very
as
good.
well.
No gain,
No.
no gain one.
But this draw will definitely win you a stalemate.
Yeah, but this guy is even though he doesn't have the game one Spark Reaper did, still good, I think.
Oh yeah, I love that card.
Then put the
But unblockable is probably relevant and limited.
not really. I
Can't
don't
be
think
blocked
so.
by enchanted creatures. There's a lot of
There's a lot of enchanted
normal
creatures we haven't been paying attention to.
Yeah, there's a lot. Maybe around 50%.
Yeah.
So it can be blocked by half of the creatures in the format.
2 takas, 2/2.
It
Good
rates
idea.
for something.
At the worst, it's a 2 takas, 2/2 Vanilla.
Yeah, on curve, like
Yeah, something to do with your mana early, but
Yeah.
23rd card an easy cut if I have
It's
to
an
cut
easy
it.
cut, yeah. It's right. These other people are talking about this one.
You cast a spell, you lose 1 life.
for this weekend, like I don't think so.
No, this is a card for Doom for Told guys.
Constructed for sure.
Yeah.
This is constructed for sure. Limited, maybe not.
I don't know. If I have like decent sacrifice and enchantment cards, I will definitely run that.
Yeah. Alright. But it sucks itself, so you just need something that targets it.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's hard to do. It's basically a card.
yeah. Don't be fooled by the draw 3 cards unless you have lots of like at least 3 or 4 ways to target that.
Yeah, I've been fooled many times.
But I mean, like, it's in the right deck. This is draw 3 with no downside.
Maybe you lose 1 life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this one life is nothing for 3 cards.
Yeah. Dinner calls the dead. Oh, history of bananas. So that's history of Theros, I guess.
Yeah, it's basically Black History of Binary.
Except there's
The one with 2
But
knights.
you need to exile a
yeah,
creature.
no one makes a
Back
knight
3, then you may.
You need to exile a creature, you know your problem.
or enchantment.
Yeah, enchantment.
Creature or
Conditional.
enchantment.
Yeah, conditional yung
So if you whiff, there's no 2/2.
No.
Yeah. No. there-
But I think just 1 zombie and eventually.
So maybe it's hard to whiff.
Yeah. It would build my deck with like
Zombies.
all creatures, basically 2 non-creature spells or 2 non-creature non
Yeah, if you hit one of these, like you have a 2/2 as well, right?
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to see someone trying to do zombie tribal at MTG
Yeah.
with this.
I would play it always. I would, even though realistically you're going to get maybe 2 zombies 40% of the time, and only 1 zombie 60% of the time. That's the math in my head.
You actually don't need to remove from the 3. You could have like a creature there beforehand.
Yeah.
But
So-
limited.
It doesn't have to be the 3 cards that
Yeah.
you feel then.
So basically,
limited
it's
draft,
like
this is a bit of
90%.
Limited, this is a bit
If
of a
you're
gamble.
if you're casting stuff like from your hand,
If you're curving with the one casting cost zombies, probably like on turn 3, one of those at least died.
Yeah.
It seems decent, and like
oh,
this is kind of scary. Like
Yeah.
if it drains like 3 or 4,
I wish it drained X life, not gain
Yeah.
X life.
It was
Gain-
life.
gaining X life is-
oh, it's just gain.
It's
Yeah,
gain
no, it
life.
doesn't drain X, it
Yeah,
gains
it's-
X.
If it was drain, it would be.
Yes, Christ. Anyway, Tim Red himself.
Hello,
Timur.
Timur. Did he used to be? Did he used to be gold?
Yes, used to be the Murder King, Black Red for 2/2.
Oh, yeah.
No,
And so he's 2/2,
yeah.
which exiles of yuck.
He's a super withered wretch. And in this day and age, I don't really think
I don't.
withered
I
wretch
don't
is
agree
a-
with super. Like
No, I mean, because you
either
gain
wretch
life.
removes for 1.
But you gain 1 life when you excel with it.
But it's not.
So,
Ability
and
is-
unlike withered wretch, his toughness can go over 2/2.
At least you can exile
Something.
something.
From
But
your opponent.
So, Tim Red, you are super withered wretch. I'm not impressed.
he's definitely gonna be played for his devotion.
For someone known as the Murder King, that's pretty like. It turns out the job is a janitor.
Chosen from death.
Yeah. I told you from death. Clean my freaking room.
Erebus compels you.
Underworld Charger. 3 casting cost 3/3. There's a lot of those from Maybach.
Yep. And escape.
Uh,
It's a
Because of
5/5.
5/5,
3 for 3. Like I'll play it aggro deck. You don't block
the
anyway.
price is right.
Yeah.
The price is right. 5 for a 5/5.
There's that
3
set
for
with
a
the
3/3.
ogres. So I play with those. I'll take this anytime.
It's cost effective.
Underworld Dreams.
It's an insult.
Yeah.
Uncommon.
Underworld Dreams. Devotion goals.
It's devotion.
Devotion.
And
Is this the first printing that
this might be
they
like
put it at uncommon?
I believe so.
this might be like
This
the-
used to be
the-
$100 rare Legends only.
No,
And somehow,
uncommon.
the first form from this was printed in 8th edition, and then now
Uh,
it's good by the way. I would play
It's
it.
still good. It's still good.
Yeah, that's really fun.
It's
to do.
like that Fortacus enchantment everyone drafted a few sets ago. But that one was game 1. The lose on game 1.
Venom Hierophant, Forticast 3/3. Oh, that's great. Forticast 3/3. He'll giant stats, Death Touch.
Death Touch puts
for
it
escape.
overboard.
Yeah.
And Gorgon makes it a win.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and make it the winner.
Well, the last one is a rare. So Ghost Rider. So 3/2 with a 0/1 gold. Then
Now
Sky
that's the
1.
card you play with Erebos.
Basically, it's Viscera Seer on steroids.
It's Viserys here. Oh, no, you're right. It's Viserys here.
It's a scaled up Viscera Seer at any point. It's a Viscera Seer. If you paid 3 for Viscera Seer, if you paid 3 for a Viscera Seer, you get a 3/3 Viscera Seer. And if you paid 5 for Viscera Seer, you get a 5/5 Viscera Seer.
Yeah.
And one, so basically,
It's just this
Viserys here is
Erebos very well.
moderate playable, so maybe he's playable.
It has potential.
Set outlet with no mana cost.
You can
Very
really
rare.
see him with Erebos and doing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of those sack outlets with no mana.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Will we take a break after black? Or,
Alright, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this
We'll be back.
Alright.